everybody? How the heck are we doing? My goodness, every week comes down to a frickin' wire. Guess what? We got some new camera angles this week. I mean, we're trying it. Who knows? Maybe it won't work, maybe it will. I don't know. I'm just some guy. Some goose man. Some Canadian goose man. My goodness, how the heck are you little rascals? Who do we got in the chat? I just did a social media blitz. Also, let me know if the mic is okay. I moved a couple things, so we might have some technical difficulties. We're trying to figure it out because that's just what we do here on Goose Morning Live. Let me just put this music down just a smidge. Oh my goodness. Who we got in the chat? We got returning chatter, Timmer _ Juden. Camera guy, I swear to God, if you don't give him one of... Excellent. I love it. Dirty Dan TV, back in action. Camera guy. We got one of the greatest names in Twitch, frickin' Pooh Radley. Kurdish _ Soldier. TG _ Kiwi, who also let me know on YouTube who's gonna be coming. So what do you get for that? Camera guy? Exactly. Mr. Danny Lemon! My goodness, chat, what do we think about this? Do we prefer the angle this way? Or do we prefer more, you know? I still gotta shift everything around, so, because, you see, I'm one of these guys, I got this, like, OCD where it's like, you see how I'm not center with the shelf? I don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I'm losing it, chat. I'm losing it! Oh, my goodness. Chat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, nice. You guys like it. Excellent. Yeah, I figured this gives me more of a center, like, you know, right in your face. And then you guys can also see when I'm looking at the content rather than looking at chat. Because I feel like the other camera angle was like, it's focused more on chat. Which, chat, you guys are the real stars. It's you guys who are the real stars. But hold on, I actually like this song. Chat. Technically, because now I have more room. I can party. More room. Benefits are just, they're pouring in. What a banger of a song. I gotta be honest, that Banjo-Kazooie. You know, what it was with, chat, real quick. Let me get out of studio mode so I can see some stuff. Chat, real quick. What was with all the game developers back then just making bangers? Like, can we just, hold up. Can we just, I want to get the, you know which one I'm gonna play. Or maybe you don't. What do you think are the best bangers of old school games? What would you guys say are the best? Because for me, crazy this morning. Yeah, it's GoldenEye, baby. My light is like very, very strong. Dude, the lighting in this place. I love that. We got San Andreas. Oh, San Andreas is so good. San Andreas music. Are we about to, chat, be honest? Oh, hold on. I didn't give El Commando a freaking shout out. Camera guy! All right, El Commando, are you ready? Chat, are you ready? TG Kiwi with Tetris, we'll hit that up in a second. Because we gotta warm up here. I'm like that parrot, you know, in the Twitch chat parrot. Oh, banger. The Tetris music, also a banger, chat. Listen to this. I actually still have my Tetris right over there. OGs will know we use this on one of our tier lists. TG Kiwi with the Tetris. You know, it'd be a shame if you guys just couldn't hear this the whole time, and like the whole time I'm just dancing, but none of y'all can hear it. Imagine Army of Two. What's the Army of Two music? This is fantastic. I love this. Thank you, TG Kiwi. You're making me. What is the Army of Two song? I'm looking at the full playlist. I'm gonna pick the most highly viewed one. They're not highly viewed. Dirty Dan, what do you know that we don't? Dirty Dan, what do you know that we don't? Scott Pilgrim game has incredible music. Really? Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Scott Pilgrim game music. I'm gonna look at the playlist once again. I'm gonna look at the most. Oh wow, these have a lot of views. What's the most viewed though? Game 2 Another Winter has the most views. Oh, okay, we got some like anime vibes. Hi. Actually, I do remember playing that. Hold on. I got schmoots on the camera because I was trying to move it. It's so intimate right now, chat. I'm touching the camera, touching what you guys are seeing. Is that better? I like that. It's a good song. Of course, Kiwi hits us. Kiwi. Oh, Chat, do you feel it? There it is. There it is, chat. There it is. Can we just start all these Goose Morning lives with some music? And a new follow bucket phenomenon 15330. Oh! Good morning, first time chatter. Your responsibilities. Give him one. Bacon's in the chat. Give him one. Oh, chat. Do you hear this? Listen to this. Oh. Okay. Got a peacock it. They just don't make music like this. Oh, yeah. Chat, is that not the most banging soundtrack? I feel like I'm ascending. I love it. God, we got a. Oh my God, okay. Kiwi, you've become Gosling Prime. Hold on, let me read the chats because y'all are just coming in wild. Then we'll get on with the show. But I gotta say, starting off with some music is nice. Oh my goodness, Wetty Wet in the chat with the Daddy Goose. We love to hear it. I appreciate you calling me that. I appreciate it. It's very flattering and I love it. First time chatter, bucket _ phenoms. I think I said it wrong the last time because I was reading off the screen in a weird way. But bucket _ phenoms 15330. Yo, I became a Ryan Gosling's. Oh wait, the camera's here now. I'm so used to the camera being here. You're freaking right, you did, sir, or madam. You're freaking right. Don't stop achieving in the chat. Don't stop believing that I love you. Okay, real quick. TGQE did mention Hotline Miami, and this was like in my running playlist for a lot longer than it should have been. So let's just get it out of our system, okay? Let's get it out of our system. We're going to do it together. And if you haven't heard it, you sicken me. You absolutely sicken me. You don't, but like, I'm going to fix that right now. Okay. Okay.
God bless Canada.
How good is that song? Hold on. TGQE brings up some interesting information. Let me just check. Oh, I think, because I did make some tweaks on the stream. Let me see. Do I have to restart the stream? If chat, I swear to God, I am just dead inside, and I swear it's not lagging for you guys. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared because it says on my stream health, it says unstable. I'm scared. I'm scared, chat. Also, the light here it's too. I have too much light here. It's too much. Is that's something. I'm not saying it's the right answer. I'm saying it's something. My goodness.
Do you watch any sports, Zenkai?
No, I don't actually. I just don't have time to get into sports and follow that stuff. But I do like watching the. Sorry, I do like watching the occasional basketball game. I do find that quite copacetic, as people would say, as some would say. Okay, real quick, chat. Guess what? It is a beautiful. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful Goose morning, everyone. I hope you're all feeling beautiful. I hope you're all feeling special. I hope you're all feeling swell. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful, well, it's okay outside today. It's a cool 18 degrees Celsius, all right? If you guys want to convert that to your freedom units, go ahead. It's a beautiful 18 degrees Celsius. Little cloudy over here in Canada. But it's June 29th, 2024, and today's show is going to be the best freaking thing you've ever seen in your lives. Okay, chat? Because today we're talking some Halo drama. That's right. Would you believe it? There's drama in the Halo scene. Would you believe it? Would you? Shocking, I know.
Do you speak French?
Mais oui, mon ami, on peut parler français si tu veux. Mon petit amour. Next thing, we're going to be talking about Steam backlog sales. We have some interesting data on our Steam backlog. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I thought we'd share with you guys. And after that, guess what? The new Xbox leaked. So we're going to go into that, as well as a very topical partnership with Xbox and Amazon. Maybe you've seen the rounds there, so we'll go into that and we'll talk about that. We'll discuss it. Also, I keep looking here because I swear the camera's over there. Also, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot, a traditional Frenchman.
Do a Ryan Gosling impression. It will make my day, LOL.
I actually don't know what I would do for a Ryan Gosling impression. What would be the go-to thing? Like him just like covering his face? Should I be eating stuff with a spoon? I don't know what I'd do. I do love his thing in The Nice Guys where he goes like, no, no, no. That I like. It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah, so Yves Guillemot, Frenchman. But you know what? He's a Frenchman from Paris. Different type of Frenchman. Canadian French is a different thing. They're not the same as Parisian French. I'm pretty sure it'd be very insulting if you said that to a Parisian French person. Yeah, Yves, our boy Yves, came out with his master plan for Ubisoft, so we're going to read up on that, as well as the creator of Elden Ring came out and said that he sucks at games. So he had a few things to say on the Elden Ring difficulty, because a lot of people complaining about the DLC. Of course, it did get patched, but we'll talk about that when we get to talk about it. But guess what, chat? Start singing, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I'm goose-tastic. I'm not plastic. That is now trademarked. Do not take that. I'm kidding. Yes. And then we're going to finish off the show with a game chat, as we do. But guess what? This time, I thought it'd be fun. On my next I Play Every, I figured if one of those games we played live, and I could include you guys in the YouTube video. So because you guys are beautiful, hit them. I hate you. I love you. Because you guys are beautiful, because you guys are goose-tastic. Thank you. Thank you for nailing that one. I figured, hey, let's put chat in a YouTube video. It is not StarCraft, Bacon. I wish it was StarCraft. But this game has a special place in my heart. Doesn't get enough love. So I wanted to play it live. Okay? I wanted to play it live. You guys get to be in the video. I get to choose the game. All right? Let's go! Ah! You should see it in a second. Wait for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. Dead game. Dead game. Dead game. We're bringing it back. That's just what we do here. Also, chat, I'm trying to figure it out, but it's not working for me. I wanted to buy bits. Okay, you guys tell me what you think, because it did get declined, and I got to figure that out and get that set up. But chat, you guys, through me dying, you guys have earned roughly $45 of my money from me dying in the previous segments that we did. If you were there a while back, we played Halo. Every time I died, I gave $1. And of course, last week we played Elden Ring, where every time I died, I gave $1. I was thinking we could convert that to bits and give it to Twitch creators just trying to make it out. You know? We could just pick a Twitch creator and make it out. However, if you guys have a better idea of how you want to spend your $45, I did not forget. I am keeping it mentally tracked. And I just need ideas of what we spend the 45 buckaroos on. So you guys let me know. I do not. This is. It's just too much light. Also, I moisturized as you should. If you're not moisturizing in 2024, okay, you're gonna be sorry. So I moisturized, and now all the light is like reflecting. It looks like I'm made of plastic here. Spending on Tim Hortons, my enemy, my rival that I've defeated like 4 times over now. Get out of here. Get out of here, Timothy. You've been defeated, Timothy. You've been defeated. And quite frankly, I'm sick of it. We've defeated Tim Hortons. Okay? They were at 30,000 subscribers. We defeated them with what, chat? With what? 120,000 subscribers. As of today, I think we're at 121. Chat, can we get some claps in the chat for our success? Okay? This is a community success. This is a win for Canadians. This is a win for the coffee industry, who now has a challenger. I know. You know what we need? We need a crowd sound effect. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice, actually. We should do that. First time chat. Here we go. Here we go. I'm very excited to read this. Dignified, Dignified ICV. Dignified. I'm going to call you Mr. Dignified is what I'm going to call you. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I wanted to offer promotion for your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible, convenient order management, panel, chat panel. Everything is in your hands. A huge number of custom settings. Go to Steamrise. Dignified. Can I just tell you something, Dignified? Get a real job. There it is. There it is. You know, I appreciate the hustle. If you're a bot, you're a bot. But if you're a real person, it's not the way you do it. I can't imagine you get one sale. I can't imagine one sale from that. I can't imagine. You didn't even try to be... You didn't even try to be like part of the community and like be like, hey, you know, we've been here for like 2 weeks and we just want to say that we really like the way your stream is. Goose Morning. Ha 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 ha. Goose-tastic. Ha ha ha. Would you like something, some help? Here's how we do it. You didn't even do that. Your first time chat with a sales pitch of a paragraph in a Twitch chat. When does that ever work, Dignified? I'm sorry. We're roasting you here. If you're a bot, obviously you have no feelings. But, yeah, we had to let you know. Pat the Troll in the chat. Let's get him. Pat the Troll says, Morning Goose. Can we get a hi from Monkey? Monkey! Who else wants some animal-themed shoutouts? Bacon is also a bot. Interesting. Chat GPT in the form of bacon. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. My goodness. You see how this stuff happens? But you know what, chat? Let's jump into the first news of the week, shall we? Oh, with the new settings, I gotta get used to like where everything is. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, jeez. Oh god. Camera guy. I forget how we do it. It's like this. Okay. Yes. And then. It's not bad. I don't think it's as zoomed in as we want it. I guess it should be zoomed in more. Now, I feel like you should test that before the stream. I'm the talent. The chat is the side talent. Also, the main talent. Okay, we're tied, chat. Me and you. Me and you, chat. Okay, forever. Look at me. It's me and you, forever. He can be replaced. You can be replaced. Okay? They never mess up. You mess up. I'm sorry. They love you. Everybody loves you, camera guy. Relax. Also, I have to be like center frame. Hold on. Let me get cozy here. Center frame. You guys are the talent. Okay? You guys are the talent. First time chat. Dangerous Uncle XD. Okay. Chat. First ban of the day. First ban of the day. You see it? You see what happened there? Usually that's a straight up meme. My boy was just banned. Oh god, you see how that happens? All right, let me get a quick. We're all over the place today, chat. What's going on? What's going on, chat? I hate to break it to you. Okay, I hate to be the guy. You see my beautiful little mic? Okay. I hate to be the guy, but chat, there's some Halo drama happening, and it all starts pretty much with this, okay? This is really the crux of it, because there's two different sides of the Halo community, and quite frankly, they hate each other. We have the classic Halo people. I wonder where I fall in. And then we have the modern Halo people. And so we get tweets like these, where we can see on Steam. Of course, we don't have the data on the Xbox side or the Xbox side on PC, the numbers there. But on Steam, where people are paying real money, you can see that Halo the Master Chief Collection had concurrent 3,282 players and a 30-day average of 3,631 players. Now, it's worth noting, this game is a collection of really old games, coming from 2001, 2004, 2007, and I believe Reach is 2010, but I always mess that up. Of course, it's Halo 4. I don't care. Maybe you guys care. I don't care. So anyways, that's like the one that's like never used in Halo Master Chief Collection for when I play. So this is a collection of old games that released in 2015, has released buggy. The whole story of the Halo Master Chief Collection has been well documented. But then it got fixed, it got ported to PC, bada boom, bada bing, here we are. It's still a relatively old game. Halo Infinite, on the other hand, is relatively new, coming out in 2021. It has 1.6K players concurrent and a 30-day average of 2,248, which you can see is a dramatic drop-off from the month prior. And people are starting to meme because the comparison is not only, hey, the Halo Master Chief Collection is more popular than Halo Infinite. That is not really the comparison completely, considering this is only Steam numbers. Comparison is really right here, which I stated. One is paid on Steam specifically. The other is completely free. So the game could not be easier to play, and yet it is being demolished by a set of older games. So stuff like this keeps happening with the community. Essentially, like I said, they really do hate each other. They really do. I mean, for me, I would say personally, hate is a strong word, but I would say that for me, you guys tell me in chat how you feel between modern and classic Halo. I would love to have that discussion with you guys, but for me, modern Halo has basically tried everything under the sun except for classic Halo. And all I'm saying, there's no hate towards them or malice. I just think they're insanely stubborn. All I'm saying is, hey, the franchise seems to be dying, as you can see by these numbers, because your game is free and less people are playing it than a paid version of the older games. So according to data, it would say, regardless of the quality of Halo Infinite, the market likes something else. So my suggestion to the modern Halo community is, let's just give it a shot. Even if it's just a single playlist inside Halo Infinite, let's give it the old college try. No sprint, no clamber, no silly pickups like the overshield and camo. Make them static, stuff like that. And traditional maps that aren't dog. So anyways, this happens. And this just gives you context for that. Two camps in the gaming community for the same Halo community hate each other. So that's what you need to know going in for context. The real bulk of the Halo drama comes from a tweet made by Haley Era. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, and I apologize, Haley, if I said it incorrect. We all know you're watching. Camera guy, hit him. Now, chat, did you see the delay on that? I'm just saying. Hold on. Okay, so Haley puts out this tweet. This is like literally a couple weeks back, okay? But the plot thickens. We'll get to that in a second. Haley puts out this tweet, as you can see, June 6th, where she says 343 laid off Joe Staten and Paul Bertone, the original creators of Halo, who did a lot of Halo Combat Evolved story and mission design, and then decide to do a remaster, not confirmed, of the game without its creators. What an insult. I hope this studio gets shut down. Lamau. I don't say LMAO. I don't say that. I say Lamau. So Haley is actually a long, well-known Halo fan of the classic side. She's on the classic community, and so she's very well-known in the Twitter sphere for posting a bunch of stuff about, classic Halo, and if we're being honest, a lot of just anti-343 stuff. So, which is, I'm not putting any shame or anything like that. That's pretty much what she does. And that is her reaction to Microsoft, the rumor that we spoke of a couple weeks back that Halo Combat Evolved was being rebooted, not remastered. We've since found out that the rumor is rebooted, not remastered. Because, of course, they remastered it 10 years ago or something like that? 15 years ago? So, she comes out with this bombshell that says that Joe Staten was actually laid off. Joe Staten being the person that came back for Halo Infinite to fix it after the Halo Infinite gameplay reveal was complete and utter dog water. The one that looked like Minecraft with Halo people in it? That one. Exactly. So, something interesting happened with this tweet, chat, and I apologize if I look this way. That's where the camera used to be. So, chat, something interesting happened with this tweet, okay? Number one. Well, there's actually only one thing. One of the people who liked it apparently was Marcus Leto, the co-creator of Halo. So already we're getting a little sussy baka, if you know what I'm saying, because there's a couple statements here that are the sources trust me, bro. Okay, but while nothing's proved, when Marcus Leto likes the tweet, all of a sudden we have something interesting happening here. So let's read through Haley's subsequent post, which will again get us more towards the Halo drama. So last night, Marcus Leto liked my post. It was just before he mentioned the Halo CE remaster. I want to share something that no one else knows. 343 didn't want Marcus. Shocker. I mean, look, again, take this with a giant grain of salt, but I will say, based off the games 343's been making for the past couple years, I'd say they clearly don't care for anything related to Classic. They made it clear that both him and Marty, that there was nothing for them at 343. In fact, I've seen Marty O'Donnell is the guy making the music, the iconic Halo music that we just listened to earlier in this stream, Halo 3, Halo 2, CE, the monk theme. Incredible. He's never got to work on any of the Halo games, and based off what he's said in videos I've seen in interviews, it seems like he would be down to do it, just no one approaches him. But here it's saying, Haley says, they made it clear that both him and Marty, there was nothing for them at 343. I keep seeing fans saying that 343 should hire him, so I just wanted to let people know. There's a reason I do not like this company. That was very clear. But there are some good people there too. Yeah, of course. In a corporation, for those who don't know, I've worked in a couple corporations. I will say, the management and middle management and leadership are typically the stupidest people I've ever seen. The whole concept of a business is to, it'll be a shocker for them, but the whole concept of a business is to make money. It's to provide value, I should say, not make money. It's to provide value, and when you provide value, you get money. It just so happens to be perfectly linked. But a lot of leadership and middle management and management at these corporate companies play the political game to get themselves hired up so that they can get a higher salary, higher stocks, et cetera, more power. And they completely seem to forget the whole bring value to people. And we can clearly see this with 343, as even with their free game that we can go back to here, no one is taking it because, quite frankly, the value clearly isn't there if they're still paying. They're paying for a product rather than play the free one. So clearly the value's not there. So that's corporations. They're a little lost on that. It's because 343 has done a lot of bad things that no one knows about. I know things that I've never talked about publicly, some for legal reasons, but I do plan to in the future. Again, source, trust me, bro. It's not just what they've done to Halo, it's also how they've treated the original creators. Some at 343 have downplayed their contributions, trashed their game, and mocked their fans. Hardy LaBelle, Halo CE multiplayer lead designer, tried to reach out to 343 a long time ago, but they made it clear to him that they wanted nothing to do with him. Paul Russell, Halo's former environment artist, and who gave Halo its name, once applied for a job at 343. They made him wait in the parking lot for an hour after the interview. Their lead artist came out and said they'd call him back, but they never did. Yo, that is shady. That's mean. They made him wait out in the parking lot for an hour after the interview. Again, source, trust me, bro, but if that's true, chat, that's mean. That's toxic. Later, a friend on the inside told Paul, sorry, no Bungie people. Now, look. Again, the source is trust me, bro, but I will say it's not necessarily shocking if this was true, because we've seen how 343's worked. I mean, Halo 4 on their first game, they changed the formula up completely. Now there is a lot of positivity saying the Halo 4 story is good. I would ask you what the story was, because the story's actually not. It's okay. It's like not good. The character arcs are good, and I think people get those conflated. Halo 5 story was dog water. They had Luke Cage try to replace Master Chief, and of course the multiplayer, they went a little bit back to classic while also making something completely new, and then Halo Infinite, they just tried to push it back a little. Like they never want to go all the way back for whatever reason, even though it's never worked. So that doesn't surprise me if true. 343 have never wanted the original devs working with them. Again, doesn't surprise me if true, big if. They only brought on Joe Staten after the disastrous Halo Infinite reveal. So we're getting closer and closer to the big drama that's starting to happen within the Halo community. Joe offered to help Bonnie and steer 343 in the right direction as a favor, but they decided to hire him instead because they knew they were in real trouble and needed his expertise. If you don't remember, Halo Infinite's gameplay reveal was bad. And not only was it bad, but it was memed to death. And it was supposed to be launching for the Xbox Series X as a launch title, right? So it's like it was revealed in 2020 of the summer, and it was supposed to be launched, obviously, in November 2020 when the Series X revealed. That did not happen. They had an extra year. Again, the whole game, I think, took something around 6-7 years to develop with a brand new engine. Something's up. So we'll see there. But despite Joe being one of the creators of Halo, some idiots there still pushed back against some of his ideas. Again, a little bit of a... We got to take this with a grain of salt. I'm not going to say it every time. You understand what I'm saying. Alex Wakeford was a member of the Halo community who had been infamous in Halo circles for writing absurd articles about Halo and Bungie and making claims that they include references to... Yeah, I'm not going to say that. He even wanted Marcus to confirm it was true or not. Blah, 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 blah. Cortana. All right. I'm not sure that was needed. Anyways, 343 were also really mean to Jeff Steitzer, Halo's iconic multiplayer announcer. You guys have definitely heard of him. Even if you haven't played Halo, he's the double kill, triple kill. That guy? Perfection. King of the Hill. Oddball. Slayer. He's so fun to mimic. I can't do it as well as him, obviously. I'm not getting paid the big bucks for that, but, awesome. And they did try to remove him in Halo Infinite, right? There was like a controversy or something like that, I believe. Also, Briste's in the chat. Briste! Alley Game Over in the chat too. We love to have it. We love to have it. So... they tried to replace him and made him aware of it, which upset him. Jeff wanted to keep the details private, though. It's no secret that 343 also tried to replace Steve Downs and Jen Taylor, the voices of Master Chief and Cortana. The Cortana thing, that's the first I'm hearing of it. Steve Downs, obviously, we've seen Halo 5. That was definitely what they were trying to do with Luke Cage. There are so many things and stories that people don't know of. Jamie Griesmer, former Halo lead design lead, even recently said 343's relationship with Bungie was unnecessarily hostile. This, I believe, is true and is documented, which confirmed a lot of things I've been saying for a while. This hostility is also seen in 343's community team, treats Halo fans. Just look at Snickerdoodle, Cowley Girl 343, blocked hundreds of blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it seems like if you're in a community team, you shouldn't be blocking people. At most, I think you'd mute, but never block. I mean, at the end of the day, they're your customers, even if they are annoying. That would be my guess. I mean, I don't see any world. I don't know. That one's tricky because that's for a corporate company. Like, they're an employee for a corporate company. It'd be something else if it was their own personal brand, but like corporate company, I don't know if one person should have the power to ban someone from a brand. So that's a little in the gray area. It's only natural I'd hate a company that disrespects people who made our favorite games and its fans. Again, hate's a strong word, but I totally understand where Haley's coming from. Why should I give 343 my respect? What have they done to deserve it? They basically gave their middle finger to the creators of Halo and the fans, destroying a franchise that revolutionized console shooters and online gaming, which built the Xbox brand. True, true, and true. They messed up Halo for a whole decade. Also true. That's a big part of our lives. I don't see how anyone could respect them after that. So that is that. Now, basically, the Halo drama from all these posts, Haley's post here and her previous post here, and as well as the community's hatred for one another, has led to a bunch of creators basically making a bunch of clickbait stuff about the Joe Staten stuff. So you can see right here, this is Mint Blitz, one of Halo's biggest creators in the YouTube space and Twitter, to be honest. 343 Industries fired Joe Staten. He didn't want to leave. So going off of this post, sorry, this isn't Mint. This is someone else. Or it looks like Mint's. Post. But from my understanding, is Mint Blitz has also done a bunch of clickbait stuff. So you can see here. So yeah, Halo creators are jumping on top. Basically, this all comes from something that I commented on here. If you can see, hold on. Okay, so the drama, initially, the context. These two people, these two groups, hate each other. One of them is leaking information that may or may not be true, which is making others more angry, and the other side even angrier to defend them. And then we have a bunch of Halo creators who, as you can see from this original tweet, their game is dead. So they're just looking for anything to talk about because they built their entire brand off Halo, and thus now they're going to make a bunch of clickbait, which a lot of people in the community are not fans of. If we go through these Reddit threads, just a lot of so Halo Twitter has devolved into two types of posts. You can have the most inflammatory view on the latest Halo news, posting clips of the Halo 3 title screen and baiting for nostalgia. That's true. Even YouTubers that I personally like have fallen into a cycle. I wish more people would make fun and creative Halo content rather than make the same old news discussions. It doesn't even need to be high quality, just actually play Halo rather than talk about it, which I totally agree with. But at the same time, the modern Halo is trash. Like, it's dying for a reason. So this is basically the back and forth that's happening within the Halo community. And then 343 jumped in on the Halo Twitter account and posted this, which I could not believe, if I'm being honest. I could not believe they posted this. They said, here's the Halo account. This was like literally a couple days ago. Just the essentials. Of course, they're trying to make a meme. They're trying to spur engagement. You know, this is getting lots of likes and stuff like that. Actually, it's kind of a low amount of views, to be honest, for what you would assume they get. How many followers? Yeah, 2 million? Yeah. Regardless, they posted it. A Halo fan starter pack. Now, I've already given you the context of the two groups that hate each other, the classic fans, the modern fans. And the official Halo post from 343 posts the Halo fan starter pack, which consists of the Halo 3 special edition wireless microphone you get on the 360, which, man, that hits. That hits the nostalgia. A Halo CE t-shirt, the Halo Follow Reach book, which came out before Halo CE. Breaking Benjamin, Blow Me Away, which was the Halo 2 theme song. The an Xbox 360 avatar from the old 360 days, of obviously, you know, linked towards the Bungie titles. Kenna has Recon, which is a big Halo 3 thing, giant meme there, never funny. The Jackal from Halo 2 with the sniper. If you played Halo 2 on Legendary, you understand they were the worst, the bane of our existence. A Microsoft Zune with Halo music, but the OG music. The noob combo, which was obviously created in Halo 2. Maybe that's not obvious if you didn't know. The battle rifle could basically be used right after a shot with the plasma pistol. You'd shoot the plasma pistol charged. It would hit someone's shield and home into them. Once it hit them, it would take away their shields entirely. And then with the battle rifle, you could hot swap to it and then get a headshot. And that would be called the noob combo. And it was really prevalent in Halo 2 because you could switch weapons so fast. So it was just as soon as you fired off that plasma pistol shot, you can immediately get that headshot, and it would be like a very, very simple kill. So that's a Halo 2 staple. Of course, it continued on in previous Halos, but not to the level of Halo 2. I would say Halo 3 a little, but not more than that. They kind of like tried to nerf it as it went on because Halo 2 was so powerful. Of course, we have the BXR. That's just a technique you can use in Halo 2 where you could punch someone when you were close up, and then you could press X, the reload button, to cancel an animation, which would then bring your gun right back to where it used to be instead of in the middle of a punch animation. And then you could press R, and typically you do this with a battle rifle. So you'd punch them, have your reticle looking at their face, and then when you punch, it takes away their shield, and then you XR to shoot immediately in the head. It'd be the equivalent of a noob combo, just at a more CQC level, close quarter combo level. Of course, we have the Halo 3 Legendary Edition helmet. We have some Red Alert Mountain Dew. Now, they went and put Halo Infinite's thing on there. No one thinks about Halo Infinite when we think about the Doritos and Mountain Dew. It's literally like you're starting to see the cracks in this post. We got the original Halo 3 icon from the 360, and again, they throw a special edition Halo Series X, which again, no one thinks of. So as you can see, there's already a little bit of controversy here with the way they're posting the fan starter pack. because I love how these essentials are only from Bungie games with random Series X thrown in there, which is very true. Like, again, the Doritos aside and the Mountain Dew, no one thinks of Halo Infinite with that. They think of Halo 3, the Red Alert Fuel Mountain Dew stuff, whatever. I forget what it was called, but there's a billion commercials for it. It's a giant meme. So even from 343's own perspective, Classic is what the fans care about. Classic has kept Halo alive, even from 343's own account. And then, obviously, from metrics, actual metrics, the Classic games are keeping Halo alive. Clearly not a free-to-play multiplayer game. So, the Halo community is basically fallen apart with a bunch of, content creators just looking for something to post about on Halo, which I wish they wouldn't. I wish they'd try to do something new. I don't know why they'd pigeonhole themselves into just Halo content. And I wish that they, left Halo. Because if they stopped posting on Halo stuff, then effectively the Halo brand is only as strong as what they create, which would cause them to actually create something to spur some Halo content so that people come back. But of course, content creators aren't thinking like that. They think very short term. And so they just want to post Halo content. And if you're a Halo creator and you're watching on YouTube, stop. So that's the drama. Basically, you can see the Halo community is on fire. Nobody likes each other. Classic people just want to go to Classic. And to be honest, there's a lot of Classic people like myself who I just gave up on Halo. I just don't care anymore. I mean, I'll always love Halo, but with these guys at the helm and them posting this while also still posting Halo Infinite stuff, I don't know. Seems bad. So that's the Halo drama. It's on fire. I don't know what will happen next, but here's hoping. I mean, if they're working on that Halo CE reboot, here's hoping that that is done properly, faithfully, and we get something beautiful that can bring us back to, because the nice thing about doing a reboot, Halo C reboot, is what you assume 343 would have done at the start, is it helps the developers and the company working on the reboot really understand what made those games so special by working deep inside the code base, finding things that they didn't understand from a surface level, and really seeing, oh, this is what made Halo special from a actual code perspective, from an objective perspective. And we can replicate that now. We understand. Now we can recreate it with new modern tech and still get that flavor. Hopefully they do that, but I don't know. I'm not as optimistic given their track record. So now I will go to the chat. Oh my goodness, chat! So many of you in the chat. What do we got in the chat? Chat, how are we feeling about the Halo community? Are we on Team Classic or are we on Team Modern? What are your nuanced thoughts? I want to hear them. But first, I got to give one of these. Camera guy, send you freaking Bogniers in the chat. Sam's you freaking Bognier, all right? Sam's you Bognier. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. I don't know if there's anyone on Team Modern. I don't know. Let me just read your chats really quick. Wetty Wet with the Halo music being a W. Definitely. Don't stop achieving. Starting off wild. I always start off wild, baby. Oh, Wetty Wet plays MCC daily. You know what's funny? I did actually play MCC the other day. And here's my problem with MCC, because a lot of people will say, hey, MCC's here. You can always go back to that. And if Classic's so much fun, MCC should be flourishing. The problem is MCC is they have the games, but it's not the same experience. Because even if I want to play Halo 3, which to be honest, it's the one I want to play the most, and then Halo 2, when I want to play those games on MCC and I go in, typically what happens is you can't find anyone in the ranked playlist because the only people who are playing are high ranked because they're the sweaty tryhards. But the ranked playlist has all the best maps and game type modes. So that's number one. Number two, if you play just the random social stuff, it is set up nicely with the, I forget what it's called, the mixtape stuff, where you basically pick all your stuff. I want to play Team Slayer, capture the flag, objectively, you pick it all, and then it just figures it out. That stuff's good, but the the maps and the game types that 343 has weighted more heavily to be chosen every time you get into a match are the worst maps, are the stupidest game types, the most unfun. You'll play Isolation and Snowbound 17,000 times before you play a Guardian. It's really horrible. So Master Chief Collection is not like, you can't just say, oh, they have Halo 3, so it should be the same. It's like managed horribly. Whitey Wet says, Infinite is fun, great gameplay. MCC hits different, though. Yeah, I think Infinite is fun. I do think it's a fun game. It's just the changes they made to core Halo. It's like, why? For instance, the overshield being a pickup. Can you imagine an OG Halo, Halo 3, let's just use Halo 3 for simplicity. The overshield is a specific red ball. We all have to run to it like a power weapon because it is a power weapon. Essentially gives you, it's double shield. It's very useful. And for the second that you get it, you get invincibility. So we all rush it. We all know it's there. We all know the stakes. We all try to make sure that we win and get it to get ahead. Okay, that's number one. And when we get it, we go, okay, we need to back out. Halo Infinite's same deal, but someone could pick it up, run away. And then you don't know what happened. And then all of a sudden you're having a little fight with someone, you're doing a little BR dance, right? And then all of a sudden they pull it out and they get their overshield. It's like, okay, well I guess I lose. Okay. Like it's silly. It's not the way it should be. It's like, there's no need to change that. Of course, there's a billion other changes I'm not a fan of, but Mr. Danny Lemon says, bring back Halo LAN parties. I gotta tell you, Mr. Danny Lemon, that's a freaking good idea. I would set up a LAN party tomorrow if it wasn't for the fact that getting multiple TVs in a location required a big space. I don't have a big space, but if I did, I would have multiple TVs. The dream, chat, the dream is to have like a basement that is like filled up with, 8 TVs, 8 Xboxes, and then just have a LAN ready to go at a moment's notice. That's a big dream. But that's the dream. Don't Stop Achieving. Please, dirty move. I don't know what Don't Stop Achieving saying there. The goose is indeed loose from Bristay. Can you simplify the situation a little bit from Ali Game Over? I don't know what's happening. Essentially, Ali, Halo communities hate each other. 343 posts stuff about Classic being awesome despite never being on Team Classic. There's drama that the main leads of the OG Halo team were let go. Without any sources, which is just adding fuel to the fire. And the drama's just, they hate each other, and it's just getting worse and worse, despite the fact that Modern Halo keeps failing. Basically, Classic fans just want a W. They just want a W. After 10 years, I think they've earned one. Like, here's the thing, Halo Modern fans, if you're in the chat, we respect you. But at the same time, y'all had 10 years of your games. I won't speak on the quality. I'm just saying, and I think all the Classic community is saying, we just like one. Just one well-launched and non-buggy traditional game. We just want one. Then if it fails, don't ever make another one again. But just make one. Just make one. And if you don't want to make a new one from scratch, just make Halo 3 Anniversary exactly as it was. Don't do what you did with Halo 2 Anniversary and change the multiplayer up because you think you can do it better. It's so insulting. Why would you do that? Whitey Wet says they need to go back to the old Halo ways. Staten was laid off from 343. He was involved with the original Halo. Yeah, I agree. If that's true, of course. Bristay says, all I can picture is that meme of Charlie Day, wild-eyed at the conspiracy board. That is 100% me with Halo stuff. And that Halo community, just like pinning them all together. Pepe Sylvia. TG Kiwi says game companies need to realize that if you make a good game with no money grabbing traits, it would probably make them more money than your average game without money grabbing traits. You know what? That's a fantastic point from Kiwi. And let me just say this because it's something I touch on in my next I Play Every, which I'm very excited. It's moving along quite well. Where the games of today have turned into a product where the add-ons have become a product. Whereas before, in the OG days, I would say before 10 years ago, the games were the product, right? You'd buy the game and then you could get some add-ons if you wanted. That was relatively new, but even not really because you had expansions and stuff like that. Whereas today, the game is just a shell for the add-ons, and the add-ons are the product. Does that make sense? Essentially, they've flipped. And all I'm saying is, when it comes to classic games, well, I mean, let's go back to Halo Master Chief Collection. It's still being bought to this day. Bungie made a few games, so good that as long as they're available to people, they're still being bought 20 years later. To me, like, no one's buying like microtransactions on games that are 10 years old, except for Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto. But other than that, and those are being like, kept up with. But like, people will buy Halo 3 all day as long as it works. So basically, they made a game once in 2007, or Halo 2 2004, or Halo CE in 2001. As long as it's available, people keep buying it. So it's like, if you make a banger, it'll be supported forever by people who just keep playing it. Just keep it alive. Keep it so people can play. So I think that's pretty interesting. Kiwi also says there are still passionate game devs, but for some reason the big corporations think they know better. Games sold well when they had innovation, unnecessary features which aren't allowed now. It's like games are losing their personality. 100%. It's like freaking corporations doing weird corporate... Like, I get into in my play every year. I do have a couple, I won't say salty things, but I was just like... It's really interesting, chat, because... Hold on, let me... camera guy, to me. It's really interesting, chat, because here's the thing. In my I play every, obviously, let's take Rockstar, for example. When I play through all those games, it's not like how we played them, or, I'll say we played them at the time. Because when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, you had to wait a bit. When Grand Theft Auto 5, you had to wait a bit. Like, when they came out, you had to wait. Same with Red Dead Redemption, all this stuff. When I do my iPlay Everys, I get to play them right away. Essentially, I'm binging all those games. So I get to see all the difference immediately. And what's really interesting is when you do it with a company where the games go from certified bangers that disrupt the industry to shells meant for battle passes and loot boxes. It's a very interesting thing. So this next iPlay Every is going to be a very, very interesting one. So yeah, that's Halo. X Bacon Gaming says modern just to be contrarian. You little rascal. Let's give him one just for that. Give him a Murloc too. Give him one of those Murlocs. There it is, Bacon. There it is. We got, what else we got in the chat? Not even Halo or on modern. That's what I'm saying. That's what Kiwi nailed it. Go back. Oh, I lost it. Oh no, it's here. That's the thing. 343 is not even on their own side. Like, if I'm 343 head, I'm never posting this. Never. I'm never admitting defeat. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Ali Game Over 2 says, I don't know anything about Halo, but after hearing all this, 343 seems toxic. Well, let me just tell you this, Ali Game Over. I don't know 343 people. I'm sure there's some wonderful people there. But imagine taking something that is beloved by all. Like, imagine taking the Statue of Liberty, taking over the maintenance. There's a team. Let's say there's one guy and a team that built the Statue of Liberty, maintained it, made it look beautiful for years, and then they swap out for a new team over time. Okay, the new team comes in, and they go, we can make it better. Can you imagine the gall of someone being like, we can make it better? And so they paint it blue, and they say, oh, okay, well, if you want the fire, you're gonna have to pay $20 every night to get the fire experience. Like all this stuff like that. That's basically 343, and that's why people are not really thrilled with how they've done things, because they just kind of. Do we reuse Halo's iconic music? No, let's make our own. Do we use Halo's iconic gameplay? No, let's make our own. Do we reuse Halo's iconic weapons? No, let's make our own. Like, the plasma rifle is still not in Infinite. Iconic Halo weapon. This weapon, hold on, let me go back to it. This weapon right here, the plasma pistol, up until like a couple months ago, it didn't even work the way it used to in previous Halo games. Sad. Originally, this could EMP vehicles and basically make it so vehicles couldn't move. And in Halo Infinite, they decided to change that because they wanted their own electric weapons that no one asked for. Silliness. We got Jocko in the chat. Jocko says, what do you say, Jocko? Why is Goose Morning always right when I can't watch it? I'm sorry, Jocko. Also, Pirate Plane. Let's give some to Jocko and Pirate Plane. There it is. I'm sorry. Goose Morning, I got to do it in the morning because Saturday afternoon is the only time I take off, actually. It's the only time. I don't take any time off whatsoever except for after stream. And then I go to, from after stream until I go to bed, that's all I have for free time throughout the week. That's how hard I work. It's madness. Which, speaking of which, I forgot to bring this up, chat. On Instagram, we just hit 2,000, almost 300 followers. We're killing it. If you don't know, on Instagram and TikTok, I post 2 reels a day. I haven't done one today yet because doing the stream. But yeah, I post 2 reels a day, and they're doing really well. So if you are interested in Goose content, but in a short form sliver, feel free to check that out because that's what I do over there. So that's isn't that a kind of fun? How do you do? Isn't that kind of fun? How do you do? Now, chat. Let's hit the next news of the week, shall we? Let's hit it, shall we? Let me just find it here. This one's kind of a funny one. I thought this one was a funny one. I just have to set this up because sometimes these frickin' game companies, they just like to do things different, don't they? Don't they? Let's see. Hit us up with the news, cameraman. I hate you entirely. Why is he the way that he is? Why, chat? All right, this news is pretty interesting. I thought it was, like, I just saw the headline. I thought, wow, I kind of want to know about that because I felt targeted. I felt targeted by this piece of news. So this is written by Ed Smith on PC Games. The article says, Steam users have spent $19 billion on games they've never played. Whether it's Diablo 4, Cyberpunk 2077, or Red Dead Redemption 2, our collective Steam pile of shame is worth enough to buy a country. Whoa! That's insane because I also have done this. There's literally, I want to say, I'll say 40% of my games I've never played. No, that's probably too high. Maybe 30%? I don't know. What? Tell me, what do you guys, what is the percentage for you guys? I'm curious. The article goes and states, once you've found a couple of your favorite games, the tendency is to lock into them forsake all others. How many times have you finished Baldur's Gate 3, Fallout New Vegas, or any other comfort game classics? Okay, now look at your Steam library and count up all the games you've never opened. I've got the entire Stalker collection, Disco Elysium, and Half-Life Remake Black Mesa, all just sat there like wet-eyed puppies in a pet shop window. What the heck is that analogy? Mr. Ed Smith, it's enough. You might wonder what all these untouched games are worth. Well, based off the new research between PC Games N and Steam ID Finder, about the same as the gross domestic product of Nicaragua. That is insane. That is insane. Because the narrative up until this point, chat, is that gamers have no money. In fact, there's some game developers out there that'd be like, just pirate my games if you can't afford it, so at least gives me some form of, discussion online, right? Like, I'd rather you pirate the game and talk about it online than just like pirate it and I get zero value back from you, because I get it, times are tough. But here, gamers, I won't say are rich, but collectively have more spare money than the entire domestic gross product of Nicaragua. That's insane. So gamers, I think we're doing a little bit better than we think we are. Or we have horrible buying habits. It's one or the other. I haven't bought it yet, but I know Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree is going to molder at my Steam Shame Up pile for a good long time. To be fair, chat, I did buy Elden Ring a second time on PC. We played it last week on stream, and I did buy the DLC, and I have no idea when I'm ever going to get to it. I'm part of the problem. I'm part of the problem, chat. I'm part of the problem. RPGs represent the worst return on investment in my personal library. You buy something massive like The Witcher 3 or Dragon Age, life gets in the way, and before you know it, all those games have been sitting there unloved for weeks, months, and even years. I would agree with this, and this is why, like, I find RPGs are such a tough sell for me personally. I'm curious what you guys think, but for me personally, anything that's over, man, 15 hours is like, that's a commitment. Like, that's a lot of time. Granted, I am insanely busy with everything that I'm doing, so I understand I'm not the normal case. But even beforehand, that's a lot of time. Like Starfield, when it came out and all the numbers were going out, how long it was going to be. Same thing with Baldur's Gate 3. I was like, I just don't have hundreds of hours to give for a game. I would love to. It looks insanely rewarding, but I don't have that, you know? Even TV shows. It's interesting because with TV shows, it's like you can have a whole series of TV shows that are like 10 hours, right? The whole thing is 10 hours. There's 10 episodes, each about 50-ish minutes each. But then, like, you only have to commit to one episode, like 1 hour. Did I like it? Video games aren't really that. You really have to commit or not. Like, commit until you don't like it. There's no, like, very clear stopping point. It's kind of interesting to think about. Whereas TV shows, it's like, oh, did I like this? Oh, and then basically every episode lets you binge. It's like a cliffhanger. And that seems to work really well, whereas video games don't really have that. And I haven't really seen them do it. Either the games are super small, like a Call of Duty length, or even smaller, like some, indies, like let's say a Vampire Survivors. That game can go on forever, but the main gameplay loop of Vampire Survivors is basically crack, right? If you played Vampire Survivors. In fact, we should play Vampire Survivors on stream, chat. I would very much like to do that. I very much like Vampire Survivors. I am the garlic main. But yeah, it's either it's that or it's just insanely long games that are going north of 20 hours, 50 hours, and sometimes over 100 hours with like Baldur's Gate 3. For instance, I have Final Fantasy 16. I liked what I played. I want to keep playing it, but it's just so long. Throw in the side quests on there. It's an interesting discussion. Are games too long for like the type of consumers we are today? Because the thing about where we are today, like we can't compare the rate at which gamers consume media the same as before the old days. Even to say like 2007, like as I would say the golden age of gaming. Back then, there was no Netflix. There was Facebook. Not really to the level it is today. There was no like short form content. There was no, YouTube was there, but it wasn't the giant behemoth it is today. Whereas today, I have so much at my fingertips to be able to play at a moment's notice. Like there's so much I can do. So is the answer that games should be longer? Or maybe the games should be shorter and more straight to the point? That would also make them easier to make if they were cheaper. Interesting to think about. I'd be curious what you guys think. So we've crunched the numbers and discovered approximately how much Steam users have spent on unopened, unused game. It's pretty scary. Oh God, chat, I'm scared. Clench. The clenching. Out of all the registered Steam accounts in the world, only 10%, or about 73 million in Steam ID Finder's database, are public. Interesting. Based on the data from those accounts, we calculate that collectively there's been around 1.9 billion worth of games that have been purchased and never played even a single time. Holy cow, and that's just 10%. $2 billion. Can you imagine Gabe Newell, from CEO of Valve, being told, we just made $2 billion, and him going, what game did we sell? And they said, just a bunch of things that people never play. And he said, so basically we just got a bunch of free money? And he said, yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's insane. Basically, $2 billion of donations is what happened. That's wild. Of course, us gamers, we're going to play it eventually. But that's insane. Based on the data from those accounts, we calculate that collectively there's around I just read that. Times that by 10 to roughly account for all the Steam profiles that are not public. I mean, you can't really do that. And you arrive at 19 billion. Mr. Ed Smith, the author of PC Games N. This is some corrupt math. This is some clickbait math. I don't think it scales that way, but I digress. More than the gross national product of Nicaragua. I'm not saying that, Chad. You can find out how much your pile of shame amounts to by popping your Steam username in the widget below. I'm afraid. Hold on. Chat, this is not for your eyes. This is not for your eyes. This is not for your eyes, chat. I'm about to tell you. Oh, my stuff's private. Oh, it doesn't show. Lame. It's probably a lot. What do you guys have to say on this matter before I continue on with the article? Sam G. Bogner, you feel targeted? Yes. Danny, you only buy cheap that are less than £2? That's madness. X-Bacon Gaming, between Epic and Steam and Xbox, I have so many unplayed games. Yo, Bacon just reminded me that that's... The Epic Game Store is true because you get a gift game like every month. And then the Xbox, I also have quite a few. Because I'll say this, Xbox game sales are pretty good. A lot of good stuff there. Xbox also does this really interesting thing where if it thinks that you will buy the game, it might give you a personalized, like 75% discount. I remember I put a couple things in my wish list. So this is a pro tip for all of you that are on Xbox. Put stuff in your wish list because every once in a while, Xbox will be like, just for you, this game's 75% off. I think Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I wanted it for a while. And then one day it was just like, if you want this, it's $3. I was like, yo, let's go. But then that's how they get my money and I never play it because I never played it. I'm trying to think of what I'd buy with $19 billion. Chat, what would we buy? What would we buy with $19 billion? I don't know. I don't ever want things. I tell you, the only thing that would make me happy is if I had a traditional house. I've said this for as long as time to anyone who knows me. A 2-story attached garage house with the white picket fence. Ah! Beautiful. I would love that with a nice backyard. I would love that. If it was a 2-bay garage, that'd be even better, where one of the bays is my own home gym and the other one is like for my vehicle. And then if I could just buy food every day. Like if I could go to a restaurant every single day just for dinner and have whatever I want without looking at my wallet. That, to me, that's the dream. That's all I really need. I mean, I don't need it. I don't think anyone needs it. But like if I had 19, like whatever the money is, if I was quote unquote rich, that's all I would want. I would just give the rest away to the homies. Let them do their thing. What would you guys do with $19 billion? Would it be something silly? Maybe it's enough to buy the Half-Life license from Valve. It's not. Fun developing my own version of Half-Life 3. Definitely. And then download it from Steam and never play it. Oh, I see the meme you were setting up, sir. Well played. Next time you're looking at your library and you're half and half on whether to finally try one of your unplayed games, just picture the gigantic pile of dollar bills sitting there doing nothing, going to waste. Maybe it is time I finally played Time Shift. It's not. I would say I think it would be super interesting of Valve if they put like the actual dollar amount of how much you spent on your Steam library. Like they just threw it there as a filter. Just like, hey, there's like literally $1,300 worth of games you haven't played. Like, boom. And then when you play a game, it takes that money away. I think that would be super fascinating. It might actually get people to play their games more. Like, I better play all this. That actually would be an interesting stream if I just like played all my Steam games like on stream. That could be quite interesting. Wow. I had no idea it was that much. Camera guy, hook us up back on the old main goose look. 19 Billy, chat. What else did you guys say in chat? People buy games when they see there's a very good deal, even though they never play it. Danny, oh wait, I already read that. TGQE Games Linked just made a video on how that number isn't exactly correct. Yeah, you could see where the person made some like mathematical guesses. Just like, hey, this is only 10%, so let's scale this up with a 10x. Of course, it would probably be more of a bell curve of sales, so for sure. But yeah, definitely still in the billions. I mean, just at the 10%, they calculated it was in the billions, so we already know that it's definitely billions of dollars being not used, but crazy. Probably horrible spending habits. That is us gamers. Us gamers probably not great with money. You know? Like if we're buying that game that he mentioned, Time Shift, or I don't know, what's a game people buy? Hold on, let me check mine. What games do I have that I have? Amnesia, Dark Descent, never played. Anno 27, never played. Binary Domain, always wanted to play, never played. Awesome Knots, I don't even remember buying that, but I have it. Cart Life, never played. Capsize, never played. Company of Heroes, never played. Dust Force, never played. Dungeon Land, never played. I got a lot, chat. I got a lot. And also, I keep buying stuff for the stream and then not playing it. So I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. So, that was how much gamers spend on games that they never play. Turns out it's a lot, and we should probably do better. Chat, this next news is pretty interesting, actually. So, camera guy, hit us up. This is some Xbox news, chat. Project Keystone. You missed it! There it is. Oh. Of course, it never fits. It never fits, chat. It never fits. And then old Goose has to go and fix it up. There you go. Maybe it's a little too big. Okay. Today, chat, are you ready? Hold on, let me read your chats before we start here. Ali Game Over says, I've never bought a game and not played it. The only time this kind of happened was Uncharted 3. I finished Uncharted 2 and 3 in 4 days and started 3, but I haven't gotten back to it for a year and a half. Ali Gamer, you're the best of all of us. I don't think that is the standard. I think you're the best of all of us, and we should all give you claps in the chat. I think that's what should happen. I'm going to give you one of these. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's go, Ali Game Over. Danny, the GFB, says, we live in an instant gratification society. If you want to get it, just to get it. As a kid from the 1970s, we would save for a few months. In the 1980s, Spectrum 48K are for a game. Wait, as a kid from the 1970s, we would save for a few months. In the 1980s, Spectrum 48K are for a game. I don't know what you just said, Danny. It could also be that I haven't got my fourth coffee of the day, but let me tell you, Danny, I believe you. I think you're beautiful and goose-tastic, and I would love to have you here. Danny immediately makes no sense. Kiwi says, well, I think it still includes the games that people played back in March of 2009 when Steam added playtime tracking. You never played them. Could be. Could very well be. And we got... It's your girl, Jess, back for another round. Beautiful, goose-tastic. We'd love to have you here. Keystone looks like a cable box. Yeah, it's got an interesting thing. So let's talk about it. Chat, the Xbox leaks are out, specifically of Microsoft's secret Xbox that they basically canceled. And we're going to be going through that right now. This article by Zach Bowden of Windows Central says, the Xbox that never was, our first detailed look at Keystone cloud streaming console design. So this is what it is supposed to look like, which is really interesting because honestly, the whole idea of Project Keystone is it was supposed to be a cloud streaming device. And I personally thought it would be a lot like an Amazon Fire Stick or a Chromecast. Of course, we have some other big news on that we'll talk about in a second. But for now, let's go through what Keystone actually looked like and what it was intended to be. Chat, breaking all kinds of news today. What you need to know. A newly discovered Microsoft patent has given us a closer look at the canceled Xbox Keystone streaming console. The device was designed to sit under a TV and stream games via Xbox Game Pass. Keystone was canceled after Microsoft was unable to price it reasonably. Back in 2021, I don't know why I read it like that, Microsoft announced that it was working on a dedicated streaming device for Game Pass. That device was later revealed to be codenamed Keystone, which took the form of the streaming box that would sit under your TV, cost a fraction of the price of the normal Xbox, and enable the ability to play Xbox games via the cloud. I'll say this right now, the fact that this is canceled is actually, I think, is a really smart move by Microsoft, because for me, like, the consumer that wants to go only cloud is not like your mom and pop or your Uncle Steve. Like, they're not going to do that. Why would they do that? There's no reason they'd do that. What they do is most likely use an app on their smart TV. That they would do. But the problem with that is you need a controller. So, like, I just feel like the target demographic for cloud streaming is rough. Like, it's hard to make those. The people that would play the games on a cloud streaming app would be, like, you'd need a controller. But those types of people probably wouldn't know how to pair a controller to a TV, because I don't even know how to pair a controller to a TV. So I don't understand how that would work with that target demo. So I'm very, very curious, like, what their plan with that is. We're going to get to that article in a second, but about Xbox's partnership with Amazon and their Fire Sticks, but we'll get to that in a second. But this box makes no sense to me. Like, I just don't see why anyone would want that thing. We got Hasha in the chat. Give him one. Oh! Hasha's in the chat. Goose Morning, Hasha. You're beautiful. Goose-tastic. I keep looking here. You're beautiful. You're Goose-tastic. We'd love to have you here. Let's continue on with the article. Unfortunately, it appears Microsoft has since scrapped plans to ship Xbox Keystone due to an inability to bring the price down to a level where it made sense for customers. Xbox CEO Phil Spencer is on record saying the device should have costed around $99 to $129, but the company was unable to achieve this. I agree. What would be the reason why? Would it be because it needs to have a controller? Because with a Chromecast and a Fire Stick, it's just a device that plugs into an HDMI with a USB to get its power. And if Xbox was the same thing, it would need a controller. And a controller is what? I mean, it's selling for $70 Canadian. They're probably making a decent profit on it. I would assume it costs $30 to make. Yeah, the margins are probably low. But you get subscriptions. Like, that's the thing. Like, with Microsoft, it's not like you wouldn't want to make profit on this. I feel like you just want to have an easy way to have subscriptions on this. That's the thing. And the thing with the Fire Stick and a Chromecast is you get content immediately for free. With a Game Pass stick Xbox thing, it's like you pay and then you have to subscribe. So it's like a double whammy. It makes less sense. Whereas like the Fire Stick and Chromecast, like I guess it makes sense if you already have, like, it feels like a product that would work well for, I'm an existing Xbox consumer, I have my console, maybe I want to get this stick so whenever I go to my parents' house or my family's place or a friend's place, I can just plug it in and we can play something there. It doesn't have to be at the greatest fidelity. It's just something to get us based off of my existing subscription. That, I think, is not that bad of an idea, but how many people would really want that as far as numbers? I'm curious. Oh, Bacon's done the controller pairing with the TV. It's a Bluetooth thing. Oh, okay. Interesting. I have never paired a controller to my TV. I wouldn't even know where to look, but I guess, yeah, settings, Bluetooth, something like that. Interesting. The article goes on to say, this means we never really got the chance to see what Xbox Keystone looked like. The closest we ever got was in a photo posted by Phil Spencer, which just so happened... Actually, let's see this. Oh, yeah, right here. You guys see that? Yeah. I remember seeing that, and I thought it was like a Kinect or something like that. I thought it was a Kinect. Look at his face. He knows. Philium, you little rascal. Which just so happened to include a front view of the Xbox Keystone device itself. That's as much as we've seen of the console that is until now. I'm super surprised why it's not a stick. Why do they need this additional hardware? Because, of course, the bigger your product is physically, the more materials you need to build it, thus more expensive it is to make. I'm super curious why it needed to be this big and not just a stick. It's weird. Thanks to a patent discovered by Windows Central, we can finally take a closer look at the box Microsoft had conjured up internally. First up, the patent reveals that the console took the form of an even square with a circle shape on top, similar to the black circular vent on Xbox Series S. I'll say this really quick, chat. The Series S, I have one back there. The Series S is the red-headed stepchild of the Xbox Series consoles. I think it looks like butt. It looks like butt. To me, the Series X is the best looking console, and if you want to keep the design language, I would not follow the Series S. I don't even know why the Series S looks the way it does. It should look like a small white version of a Series X. Make it a cube. I never understood why it was just a copy of the Xbox One S. Again, Microsoft, it's your worst console. Stop making parody. Make a new thing. God! Around the back, there were 3 additional ports: HDMI, Ethernet, and power. Do you want an Ethernet? Like, yeah, it makes sense if I'm trying to get the most performance, but again, this device, I feel like, is for a casual in the same way that like a Fire Stick is. So I don't know if you want an Ethernet. I don't know if you do. On the right side of the console, there appears to be an Xbox controller pairing button, and the underside feature a circular hello from Seattle plate that the console sat on, similar to the Xbox Series X, which is a nice, neat touch, to be honest. The patent was filed in June 2022, which was around the time when the first details of Xbox Keystone were revealed. Sadly, Xbox Keystone in this specific form is unlikely to ever see the light of day, but at least we know now that it would have looked like what it would have looked like. Still don't know much about the powered things under the hood, including what kind of OS or firmware it ran. Was it a fully fledged Xbox OS with local game support stripped out, or was it running something lighter with an Xbox Game Pass app on top? We don't currently know and likely never will. I actually agree to disagree because I'd assume it will be in the next article that we're going to talk about momentarily. But before we jump into that, what do you guys say in the chat? Hey, it's your girl Jess saying Keystone looks like a cable box. It does. What's with Microsoft making things look like a cable box? What's with that? Danny the GFP. The word are rouge. Ignore it. Danny, you're throwing me for some curveballs, Danny. Danny, you're getting a Murloc. We love to have you here, Danny. Hey, it's your girl Jess. Part of me wonders if Keystone was supposed to be what Series S is. Probably not. I imagine Series S, like, that makes a ton of sense for what it actually is, just a cheaper version of the Xbox Series X. It's just the problem, it's just, they made it look like an Xbox One, and they just made it look lame. Like, it looks lame. It looks like a VCR box, like a cable box. That's what it looks like. At least the Series X, and definitely the PlayStation, they look like something new. Although I think the PS5 is a little too out there. But the Xbox Series X, I think, aged really, really well. I think it's a sharp-looking console for what it is. And if you made a white cube that just looked like that with like the concave top with the holes for a Series S, I think that would have looked good. Ali Game Over says no would buy a dedicated device for something that they can do with their phone. Yeah, that's true. You just use your phone too. Of course, some people want to play on TV, but I'm not a huge believer in cloud gaming as like a replacement. I think it's a great additive, but I don't think it's a replacement. For me, cloud gaming, I just feel like makes a ton of sense as a like, picture this. I want to go play a game. I don't know if I want to buy this game yet. And I don't know if I want to install 20 gigs minimum of the game before I play it on Game Pass. It'd be nice if I could just quickly demo it with cloud across every single game. You know, if I get to do that through the Xbox Cloud and I get like a 1 hour timer on every game, that allows me to try every single game for free. And I know people aren't going to be fully satisfied with it because it is cloud, because it has latency. So it just allows me to just really quick demo the game, see if I like it. And this actually changes things in a really beneficial way because, again, I think game developers are really bad at understanding you have probably 10 minutes to effectively get a purchase, right? On the short form platforms or even YouTube itself, the Twitch stream's a little bit different. But with YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, like I can tell you from data, on the long form platforms, I got maybe 10 seconds before people peace. Like I really got to make those first 10 seconds hit. I'd say even the first 5 seconds. And on the short form stuff, I got 1 second. I can show you some TikTok analytics where even some of my best videos, like people swipe away after a second, like a significant amount of people. You know, it's not just like 1%. It's a lot. Put that into video games. You can't mess around. Can't throw like a bunch of cutscenes, a bunch of splash screens. You can't put a billion tutorials. You can't just give me like an hour's worth of like lame stuff before I actually get to play the game. You're just asking for someone not to play. So I think by putting in something like cloud to let me demo the game as soon as possible and putting in like a 1 hour or 30-minute cap, that would really force game developers to go, oh, suddenly the first hour of every single game is free. I need to make sure that the first hour is like crack. I think it'd be a huge net benefit for the gaming industry, but they just don't think that way, which is really interesting. They're stuck in their old ways. Let's make the game 300 hours. Let's add a billion tutorials. It's weird. It's really, really weird. You know? Oh, you meant Rogue, not Rouge. Danny the GFP. What's going on over there, Danny? Talk to us. Talk to us, Danny. Danny, talk to us. We're here for you, Danny. Danny! With this news leads us to the next piece of news, which we will jump in right here. See how I have this all perfectly set up? So the previous article leads us to this article where Microsoft has announced that they have a partnership with Amazon, specifically their Fire TV stick. So now if you have a Fire TV stick, which I believe we'll find out later on, the 4K version, you can now get Xbox Game Pass. This would be interesting for me to try, honestly. I think I have this. So let's jump into this to see what's happening. Xbox Gaming coming to Amazon Fire TV. Play more games, no console needed. Man, they really just don't like their consoles, do they? At Xbox, we're committed to bringing the joy and community of gaming to everyone. Today, we're announcing a collaboration with Amazon where Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members in over 25 countries can play games directly from the Xbox app on select Fire TV devices via cloud gaming, giving people more choices in how they play their favorite games. I'll say, hold on, Game Pass tiers. This, I don't know what you guys think. Oh my God, IGN did a breakdown of it. This is too confusing. I have a buddy of mine who's trying to play games with us. We were trying to play, what were we trying to play? Because a bunch of us play on PC and the others play on Xbox. This guy plays on Xbox. And like the Game Pass stuff, I didn't realize how insanely silly, because I have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, whatever, so I could play on PC and console. It's just like, it makes the most sense for me. But he went for the lowest. And I didn't even know look at this. Did you guys know there were like this many tiers? Xbox Game Pass Core, Xbox consoles, $10 a month, online console multiplayer, catalog of 30 games to play, no charge, additional deals and discounts. Why? Xbox Game Pass console, Xbox consoles. So an extra $2? Access to Game Pass library on the Xbox consoles, access to selected games, additional deals. Okay, so it's like, this one just gives you 30. This one gives you... But why, Microsoft? For an extra $2? Why? Why? The next one. Xbox Game Pass PC. Access to Game Pass library on PC platforms. access to select games the day that they are released, additional deals and discounts on games, EA Play membership included. Okay, so for the same price on PC, you get all Game Pass, but on Xbox you only get 30. And you get EA Play for the same price. Chat, make it make sense. Microsoft, why? Why? And then finally, the last one, this is the one I have, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, access to Game Pass library on Xbox consoles, PC platforms, online console, blah, 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 additional deals. Okay, Xbox, Microsoft. One, you don't need all these, you don't. One. Okay? You call it Xbox Game Pass. It has access to Game Pass on Xbox and PC because we want to incentivize people. That's your whole stupid thing is you want this gaming ecosystem, which is not stupid. I just mean like your strategy is stupid, but like the idea is good. So, so make the default lowest tier, $15 a month, whatever. It's just Xbox Game Pass. Just call it Game Pass, actually. The Xbox thing just confuses it. Call it Game Pass. Gives you all Game Pass games on Xbox or PC, online, all that stuff. Boom. That's it. Then if you want a Supreme tier, go to like $25 a month or whatever. Include EA Play, include cloud, include deals and discounts. Heck, throw in like a family thing as well. But what are we doing with this? Like, this is so confusing. This is what my buddy had, and I was so confused because I was like, we wanted to play Halo Master Chief Collection or one of the games or something. I was like, yeah, just get on Game Pass. He's like, I can't. It says I have to buy it. I said, well, you have Game Pass? He goes, yeah. And I say, well, what does it say? And then he's like, it's forcing me to buy it. And now here I see only 30 games are available in Game Pass Core, but for the same price on PC, you get all of them. Yeah, it was Master Chief Collection. And it's not in here. Only Halo 5. You're telling me, Microsoft, Halo 5 is worth more on Game Pass as like the $10 tier than Master Chief Collection. This company's decision making. It's insanity. It's insanity. Also, Deadshot's back. Deadshot. Deadshot, you're beautiful, you're stastic. We love to have you here. We love to have you here, Deadshot, you little rascal. Hey, it's your girl Jess says, here's the thing, PC Game Pass is separate because it has different library. I understand that, but if I'm Microsoft, that's not something I even bring up. Like, I just say, you pay this, you get them all. It's all there. We want you to play wherever you want to play. You play on a Fire Stick, you play on PC, you play on Xbox, we don't care. You pay this one tier, you get them all by default. That's the behavior we want our consumers to have. That's what you get. We don't muddy the waters and make it confusing. It's like very, very weird. Alex _ with the good morning. Welcome back, Alex. You're looking beautiful. You're looking goose-tastic. And we love to have you here. Let's continue on with the article, shall we? In July, the Xbox app will be available on Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Ooh, it's quite the mouthful. 2023. I do not have that. For $60 hairs. Ooh. And the 4K $50 one. I don't understand the difference. I guess you just need a 4K version. For people new to console gaming or for those looking to another way to play, it's a great low-cost, convenient, and portable option to enjoy a huge library of incredible games. To get started, players just need a Fire Stick, a Bluetooth-enabled wireless controller, and an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership. Again, just make this the default. Makes no sense to me. Instant access to hundreds of games, including Hellblade 2. What would that be like on cloud? What would Starfield be like on... What would Forza be like on cloud? Interesting. Plus, Bethesda Game Studios' beloved Fallout games. That would be great on cloud, I'll be honest. A Fallout game on cloud. Especially the OGs. Like 1 and 2. Game Pass, Fallout 76, Fallout 4. Fallout fans will be able to play these games on select Amazon Fire TV devices alongside the acclaimed Fallout TV show on Prime Video, which released in April. Once downloaded, the Xbox app is designed to offer a smooth and seamless experience. Here's how it works. Simply install and launch the Xbox app. Oh, wow. They give you a breakdown on the app. I really don't think there's any need to break it down. You press the app, you sign in, connect your controller. I'm assuming that's exactly what that says. The past several years, we have been on a journey to deliver cloud gaming to more devices and to more people around the globe. We are excited to add Fire TV to our growing family of cloud gaming devices and eager to welcome new players to experience. What do you guys think? Because I just can't imagine this is used. I can't imagine. Maybe it will be. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Because Microsoft keeps doing things. They have data. I'm assuming it makes sense. But I don't know. I just can't fathom me ever using this. But I'm not the target demo. I have my console, so it makes sense. But from an infrastructure point of view, Microsoft's setting up all the bells and whistles in the behind the scenes so that all devices, including the rumored portable handheld, can use it. Ton of sense. But having it on the Fire Stick, you know what? I'll try it. I'll try it for y'all. I can report back, but I don't know. Also, just fix Game Pass. I think that's the biggest issue with this stuff. I'm excited to see the stuff that they're doing, but I think their whole subscription tier. I mean, you guys can let me know on stream or in the YouTube comments, but overly complex, and I just think cloud streaming is not a replacement for traditional gaming. It's just a great additive to solve certain problems, like waiting for updates, waiting for install, testing a game before I buy it. Those make a ton of sense. Then when I feel good, I buy it and I play it on cloud until the install is done. That way it's a seamless, instant experience. I think that makes a ton of sense. What do we got in the chat? So that's that. I mean, yeah. Let me read your beautiful chats, because you all are just beautiful goose-tastic people. Returning chatter. Oh, wait, well, you guys spoke quite a bit. Deadshot says Microsoft is lacking only one thing, that it listens to its users. It's interesting, Deadshot, because on face value, I could see how you would think that, but you never know when it comes to data. What people say online on Reddit, Twitter, etc., even the stream, it could be very different than the data that they have behind the scenes. It really, really depends. And it also depends how they interpret that data. It's very, very interesting. So maybe they actually are listening to users more than we think. We just don't have the data that they've made public. It's hard to say. Okay, Jess says with the difference between the Max and the normal 4K stick, Max supports HDR and Dolby Vision. Okay, that's interesting. Are you going to talk about Concord? What do you think about it? We talked about the gameplay that we showed. I honestly thought it looked not bad. It looked like Destiny. I'd be willing to try it for sure. Morning Goose from E-Rock in the chat! Hit him! Thank you, cameraman. E-Rock 95823, Morning Goose. I have Game Pass Core, just to play online. But wouldn't you like it if you just had all the games available to you by default? Wouldn't you just maybe install some extra games just because you have it? I feel like you might. It doesn't hurt Microsoft whatsoever. It's just an extra $1. I feel like if they just made it an extra $1, the difference between where yours is, the core is like $9 a month versus the ultimate is $15. I feel like if they never even showed you core and they just said it's $15 a month, I don't think the value is lost in such a case that you go, I'm not spending that. I feel like if they never showed you a tier that was $10, most users would be like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll pay $15. Because there's a lot of value there, especially if they say play it on PC, play it on anything, because then you could even be like, oh, I'll open my laptop and sure, I can't play Doom on my laptop, but maybe I can play Fallout 1 and 2. That's kind of cool. Play it on my phone on the cloud. That's kind of cool. So I don't understand why they confuse stuff and make it more difficult than it actually is. Alex Alex underscore says, Game Pass on the stick. I love Game Pass. Only thing I hate is the slight lag since you're streaming the game. It's too annoying to me. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with cloud. I don't think you can ever fix that. The only thing I can think of, because the idea with cloud is essentially this. I boot up my Xbox. It goes to the cloud server, okay? Cloud server says you want to play this game, and it sends you video back the same way Netflix and Amazon do, all that stuff, Apple TV. It sends you video back. Then you, with your controller, you send inputs. Those inputs get sent right back to Xbox's cloud streaming server, whichever one is closest to you, plays the game there on their server, and then pings back the video as fast as it possibly can. So, of course, you're always going to have a little delay, but you might have even more given the size of the video that is being sent. For instance, 4K video is obviously a lot bigger than 1080p or 720p. However, imagine this. The video that you get sent back from the cloud streaming servers is 480p. Okay, something super small. But on the Xbox, you have AI such as DLSS, which dynamically reconstructs the image to a 4K visual. That, I think, is a really interesting optimization that I haven't heard anyone talk about. Maybe they do it behind the scenes, but I think something like that would be insanely smart to help speed up. You're not going to get perfect latency. At the end of the day, I have to receive video, do something, send it back. So it's not going to ever be perfect as it would with a console. It's physically impossible. But using AI reconstruction to make the actual image look good and keep the image being sent back and forth super small to help with latency, I think is a really smart, interesting idea that, to my knowledge, I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, to my knowledge, I haven't heard anyone talk about. And Jess says in the chat that the core tier used to be gold, and I think I agree with that. Yeah, I think it's essentially they just swapped that plus gave them 30 games. And that's probably why they did it, to be honest, is if you're paying for gold, and then someday you now have to pay $5 extra for stuff that you didn't ask for, probably going to have a bunch of angry customers, especially for people, for instance, who are just playing Madden or FIFA or Call of Duty. They probably don't care about the extra 100 games. So I see why they did it. I just think it's overly complex. I'm not sure. X-Bacon Gaming says Microsoft monthly active users are going to continue to climb. It's a great idea. More users is definitely not a bad thing, as long as you collect the right data. As long as you collect the right data. We'll see. We'll see. Based on what they showed in the showcase, interesting stuff happening with Xbox. I'm very curious. I would say the last 10 years have been kind of a travesty. So let's, it's that famous meme. Let's see if it plays out, Cotton. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I'm curious to find out. It's not the strategy I would take. I don't think it provides the most value. Like, the decision Microsoft's making are making the value being brought from their decisions feel more for them and shareholders, which is fine. But it doesn't necessarily seem like something that gives value to me, the player. I don't care. That's the only thing that's my disconnect. But who knows? Let's see it play out. You never know. A lot of people discounted Netflix when they went from DVD to streaming. And then look at that. Ended up being huge. Xbox will become the new Netflix from E-Rock. Danny, the GFP, you realize you haven't flipped your camera, and now I'm not sure I can trust you. I know. You know what's interesting? I haven't flipped my camera, but I put this on backwards, so it is flipped. But yeah, I need to flip that. I don't know why I didn't. That's a great question. I don't know why I didn't. Now it's in my head. Danny, the GFP, you put it in my head. I don't know why I didn't. Yo, Tabs, top of the morning to you, Goose. Yo, Tabs, you're beautiful. You're Goose-tastic. We love to have you here, Yo, Tabs. Jess says the rumors that the next Microsoft console will be more PC than console, which may be why they're putting out a handheld. I imagine Switch scenario where you can somehow dock it into a big console and continue your progress. That would be cool. Yeah. I mean, look, the Switch is selling a lot. It seems like a smart move for Microsoft. I just personally don't care. I find the form factor of a Switch just terrible. I find it absolutely terrible. Like for portable gaming, it's not my choice. But I think I'm in the minority on that, which I'm fine with being the minority. What Xbox and TV, headphones looking clean. Thank you, Pat the Troll. Ashura 1807. Beautiful. We love to have you here. Ashura with the skill issue. Ashura. Elaborate, Ashura. I would love you. You have the floor. Ashura, you have the floor. Skill issue. They are Logitech phones, I believe, right? They got the little G. Chat, I only got these headphones because they're white. And it's the Canadian style. We got to go white and red. We got the red watch. We got the white over here. We got the white. We got the white. I'm a walking flag. Okay? Why is the background changed, brother? Ew. What do you mean? You mean like the fact that like I'm here? You're saying that like my new camera setup is bad? Is that what we're saying? Are you brother ewing me? Ashura runs away from the floor. Ashura, 1v1 me on Rust, all right? I prefer the Steam Deck over the Switch. I want to try the Steam Deck. I don't want to spend 500 Canadian dollars to try the Steam Deck. Hashaw, so I'm seeing Mirror Goose. I want the real Goose, not this imposter. Yeah, I'm from the Upside Down. Hashaw. I'm from the Upside Down. Okay? Now you know. Let's do one more article and we'll jump into some games. Specifically Heroes of the Storm, which if you haven't heard of it, you should have because it's a beautiful game. Okay? It's beautiful. We're going to jump into it, but before we do that, let's talk about, I keep looking here because the camera used to be here. Let's talk about the Elden Ring and its difficulty, specifically from its creator. Dun, dun, dun! Camera guy, hit us up with the news. Boom. And of course, another website has to do things completely different. Chat, these websites, I swear to God. Who's designing them? Who's doing it? Chat, how do we segue into this? Okay? How do we segue into this, chat? I need your help. I need all of your hands. Throw all your hands for me. For my little goose body. Elden Ring is incredibly hard, but I'm gonna butcher this. Hid. It's just the first one. I'm gonna mess up. I know it's Miyazaki. Hidetaka.
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 Hidetaka. Hashaw, first ban of the day. I'm just kidding, Hashaw. We've already had a ban today.
Hidetaka.
Hidetaka. I don't want to mess it up. Feels insulting. Hidetaka Miyazaki on Elden Ring difficulty. I absolutely suck at video games. For those of you who may or may not have heard. Elden Ring's apparently insanely hard, and the DLC is even harder. So IGN came out with this article where Hidetaka Miyazaki, on the Elden Ring creator, says that he absolutely sucks at video games. And they put this little subtitle, Get Good. Get Good. This article is written by Anthony Wood, by the way. I gotta say, when people say get good, or no offense, I'm about to out you, Ashura. When people say skill issue online, when people say get good and skill issue online, nothing makes me hate you more. Ashura, you're a beautiful person, don't worry. But I swear to God, online, when I see those comments, you'll have like an interesting discussion about some topic of video games, and then someone will be like, skill issue. And I'll be like, brother, just... I hate it. Now you're going to spam skill issue in the chat. I feel it. I can smell it. Or get good. Dude, it said so much. I hate it. Okay, so Miyazaki goes on. Miyazaki had this interview with IGN, and we're going to jump into this right here. So, From Software president, Elden Ring director, I always mess it up. I'm just going to say Miyazaki. From Software president and Elden Ring director Miyazaki has revealed that he rarely plays his own games after they have released, and that when he does, he uses everything that a game puts at his disposal to offset his own perceived lack of skill. The reason this is being said is because a lot of people in the Elden Ring community get mad when you use things like summons and stuff like that. And then I gotta say, to be completely honest, you're all cringe. Like, you're all cringe, and I wish that you would just never talk because you're cringe. Who cares? Get a life. You're a loser. You're a loser. Kiwi. Don't tell me you said that, Kiwi. Oh, no, because you wrote the skill issue thing. Never mind. I see. Dead to me, Kiwi. Third ban of the day. I'm kidding. Leading up to the release of any game, Miyazaki says, I'll be very hands-on playing it and getting as much time on it as much as possible. In an interview with The Guardian prior to the June 21st release of Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Shout out to last week's rant. You guys remember that rant? Man, what a rant that was. That got toxic, didn't it? That got really toxic really fast last week. My goodness. Toxic in a goose way, not actually toxic in a gamer way. I don't think it was that bad. Hashaw, that was a top 10 rant of all time. Thank you. I had to private it because I was just like, I privated the VOD because I was like, I feel like a lot of people would be insulted. The majority of the gamer community, because most of them are very annoying when it comes to their stuff. Shaw's like, I loved every moment. Maybe we'll do some more rants. We need like a goose rant segment. Any hooser. But after the release, I tend to not want to touch it because I know I'm going to either find things that I left on the table or issues that will bug me. That is so true. Obviously, I can't relate from a game perspective, but on my YouTube videos, like the I Play Every Rockstar game, which is sitting at like 3 million views now, I don't ever want to watch that again. I've seen it 1,000 times, and I know if I watch it now, I'm going to see something that I missed. I should have added, I should have, made a sound effect better. I should have let a joke hold on it longer to make it funnier. Like, there's so many things. So I try not to go back. It's like, there it is. That was my thought process at the time. That's the best I could do. And I'm going to move on to the next thing. I totally get that, but at a smaller scale, I would say. Miyazaki went on to explain that playing through a From Software title post-launch gave him a feeling of powerlessness, but that he completed the entirety of Elden Ring's main story in preparation for Shadow of the Erdtree. Okay, look, Miyazaki, you can't say that you suck at video games, but then also just do the Elden Ring main story, because now I feel bad, because there's not a single Souls game, including Elden Ring, that I've ever beaten. I play dozens of hours of it. Maybe even some hundreds. Definitely a lot in Dark Souls. The original Dark Souls I loved. But I never beat a single one because I'm trash. And now you're saying that you suck at video games. That's what you said up here. I absolutely suck at video games. But then you're also saying that you beat Elden Ring. So what am I? I'm a Wood League level player. A Wood League level gamer. That was an indirect slap to my face. I respect it. I want to preface this by saying I absolutely suck at video games. Technically, you don't. I would suck at video games. So my approach or playstyle was to use everything I had at my disposal, all the assistance, every scrap of aid that the game offers, and also all the knowledge that I have as the architect of the game. Miyazaki went on to say that the freedom and open world nature of Elden Ring perhaps lowered the barrier to entry, and I might be one of the ones who's benefiting the most from that as a player more than anyone else. God. What a gentleman and a scholar. Chat, can we get some hearts in the chat for Miyazaki? Let's get some hearts in the chat for Miyazaki. Come on, let's go. Let's give him one. Camera guy, Miyazaki. What a based individual. Based. Incredibly based. My goodness. Miyazaki with the W. In the run-up to Shadow of the Erdtree releases, Miyazaki made it clear that he has no issue whatsoever with fans using guides and unofficial mods to make From Software's famously difficult catalog of games more approachable. However, even with these aids at their disposal, many in the community are struggling to beat the new DLC. Guys, this is where you say skill issue, which Miyazaki himself admitted pushed the envelope in terms of what we think can be withstood by the player. The difficulty narrative has led the creation of multiple mods geared toward making the new content a little bit easier, along with an official update that recalibrated the DLC's upgrade system to make the early section easier by comparison. How many of you in chat beat the Elden Ring DLC? Tell me, yes or no? Did you beat it? I want to know. Bacon, did you beat it? I'm curious. Ain't no way I'm beating it anytime soon. It's going to be a long time. E-Rock says negative. Assure with the skill issue. Hashaw, I played 5 minutes of the base game. Hashaw, the most base person I've ever met in my life. So I think I'm close. Yeah, Hashaw, you're pretty close. I think on minute 6 is when you get to play it. Feeling pretty good about it. Unless you play like me, where I get stuck on like the first mini boss and then killed by a bunch of wolves. Oh, that was so painful. On the flip side, some in the community are seemingly doing everything they can to add an even greater level of challenge to the game, with one talented player putting the rest of us to shame by beating the entire DLC without leveling up once. Yeah, so many people are so gifted at these games. Meanwhile, I just struggled to get past the first mini-boss. I had a great time. But man, do I feel like a horrible slug creature. If you're having a tough time navigating the Land of Shadow, then be sure to check out IGN's extensive Shadow of the Erdtree guide, ooh, what a plug, which contains all the information, tips, and tricks that you'll need. Chat, I think this all comes down to say, basically Miyazaki's what he's trying to say, even though he absolutely does not suck at video games, okay? Because I can't beat Elden Ring. Maybe we should try. I would love to do a subathon and try that. That'd be sick. But, you know, he's saying, who cares? Just play it the way you want to play it. I can't believe we live in a world where people say you have to play games a specific way. That just boggles my mind. Like, I remember back in the day, we would do anything to beat anything in video games. Like, I remember, like, the special controllers you get where you can spam the A button or whatever, the turbo, like the Mad Catz controllers to help you beat certain bosses. Like, I remember that. Or you'd, like, hide behind a wall to cheese a boss so you could get the kill. Like, I remember doing all of that stuff. In fact, I'm pretty sure I cheesed Ganon in Ocarina of Time. You know? So I'm just really surprised that people, A, care. You know, I'll say this. I think that, and you guys tell me what you guys think, either in the stream or in the YouTube comments, but, like, I think too many gamer people get to talk on Twitter. You know? Like, I feel like maybe you should earn your way to talking. Like, gain a reputation. I want to see reputation. I want to see a reputation on Twitter. That's what I want to see. So that when someone talks and they say, like, wow, use summons, you're bad, skill issue, but then I see their reputation's like 7% positive, I ain't listening to you. I mean, I wasn't listening to you before, but, like, you know? Like, some of the people that complain about these things, what's going on with you? What are you doing with your life? Get a grip. I don't understand it. So you've heard it here first. Miyazaki says, play the game whatever way you want. Miyazaki's also based and beats his own game, no problem. So I'll also say that. But he says, doesn't matter. Just play the game the way you want. I can't believe it's even a discussion. If you're one of the people... Or actually, if you, because I know it's not going to be you guys, but if you guys know someone who does that, tell them they're cringe. That is all on that subject. Chat. Shaw says, I got absolutely obliterated by my friends for playing The Last of Us 1 on easy. Shaw, 5th ban of the day. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's like, who cares? Who cares? Play it on whatever difficulty. The reason I play certain games at certain difficulties is just more fun. Not because, like, some bros, like, yo, you played Halo on easy? No, you play Halo on heroic minimum and legendary for the best experience on the older titles. Heroic is, like, the perfect way to play Halo. If you want to play easy, whatever, I get it. I get it. I get it. But, you know, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Didn't like the gameplay enough to play on normal. Yeah, I totally understand it. First time chat. I am Mobo. Please play Orion dance song. You're beautiful. I've never said the thing this slow, so now I don't know what I normally say. But we're glad to have you here, I am Mobo. I don't know what the Aurelian dance is. I feel like this is going to be very scary. Orion dance. What the heck is this? What is this? Is this going to get me copyrighted? I think it's going to get me copyrighted. You little rascal. You little rascal. Kiwi says in the chat, what's your opinion on Call of Duty games? I think they're cool. I loved the campaigns back in the day. I love a nice 4-hour roller coaster ride of a campaign. I love them quite a bit. But lately, I just feel like they lost the plot in the campaign. And I'll also say this. The multiplayer of Call of Duty has focused way too much on movement-based meta. It's annoying. Now, this is why I don't care about this Black Ops. One of the big things in Black Ops, the big innovations, is this omnidirectional movement. I was fine with COD 4's movement and Modern Warfare 2's movement and Black Ops 2's movement. I never had a problem with them. I never had a problem with them once. I am Mobo. Thank you so much for the follow. You beautiful Goose-tastic. We'd love to have you here. See, when I say it that fast, then I remember. But to be honest, like, I find COD's movement just too, like, man, have you seen it? Like, it's like, oh. Wait, Kiwi, are you playing on Xbox or PC? Because it's on Game Pass. Little rascal. Or are you a PlayStation cat? One of these PlayStation cats. They don't give copyrights? I am Mobo, I'm afraid. I'm not going to do it. I apologize, but I'm afraid. Chat. It's gameplay time. Okay? Okay? It's time to play some games. Here's the thing, chat. I thought I'd do something special for you guys because I love you. Can you guys say it back? Can you guys say it back? Chat? All right. I see how it is. Thank you. Thank you, E-Rock. Danny the GFB. Wait, does that say lubs or does that say lubes? You guys are sick. Okay, here's the thing, chat. I'm doing a new I Play Every, okay? As we know, the biggest series on my channel is the I Play Everys. We're doing great things this year. This year, the channel... Oh, hold on. My hair's a mess. This year on the channel, we've been dominating on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@zenkaigoose, okay? One of the biggest series is I Play Every. I Play Every Spider-Man, almost at 2 million views. I Play Every Rockstar game, 3 million views. And the next one I'm working on right now, and I thought, you know what I thought? I thought it'd be fun if I played one of the games that are multiplayer focused. I play it online with you guys so that you guys appear in the video. It's my little homage to the Goose Morning community. So the game that I wanted to try to play, a personal game I love, you guys probably, maybe you don't love it, maybe you never even heard of it, I don't know. But it is, hold on. I gotta make some tweaks here. You guys can hear the music. Da, 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 da. Chat, we're talking. Boom. Heroes of the Storm. A Blizzard release, emphasis on Blizzard. I love Heroes of the Storm, and I feel like this game, okay, Heroes of the Storm, was completely destroyed by Blizzard, specifically Activision. The way it is monetized is horrible. I mean, look at this. There's all these heroes. They're all really cool. Okay, we got Diablo. Okay, we even have, chat, check this out, Lost Vikings. You can play as the Lost Vikings. This game's incredible. You can play Jim Raynor. You can play Muradin, who's actually awesome. I haven't played him in a long time. You can straight up play a probe. This game is Blizzard's Heroes of the Storm. Exactly. No one's heard of it because Blizzard did a horrible job with it. And the thing is, there's all these heroes. Like, for instance, you get to play as a... Yeah, here we go. You can play as Deckard freaking Cain. Deckard Cain, chat. Look at his booty. Pretty crazy, right? So, on today's stream, I thought we would play this, and then I will include this footage in our I Play Every. So, your little chats you see there, right over here, where my little mouse is, you guys will appear. So, if you want to stay beautiful, you can do that. Let me quickly change the game to Heroes of the Storm. And do I have... Okay, text-to-speech is enabled. You guys can use text-to-speech if you really want to, so that's available to you. Also, I didn't give a shout-out to Peter Thomas66 with the follow. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so... How dare you, Hashaw? Hashaw, 7th ban of the day. So, here's the thing, though, chat. I actually might be kind of terrible at this game right now. It's been a long time since I played. I just want to play it again with you guys. So I'm going to take it easy on my first match. I'm going to play with my boy, Raynor. I'm a Raynor main. I love Raynor. I'll explain this in a second. So like I said, today we're playing Heroes of the Storm. We're going to give it the old college try. I feel like no one remembers this game, including the creator of Blizzard Games. You get to play as a variety of a billion different Blizzard heroes, going from Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, Overwatch, and like I said earlier, even the freaking Lost Vikings, right? So let's do a first multiplayer match. We're going to play a quick match. I'm going to play as my boy Raynor. I love Raynor. There's a bunch of different stuff here. I could be Captain America Raynor.
Come on, I never knew about this game.
Really? You never knew about it? That's the thing. I feel like Blizzard messed it up entirely. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks nice. I played a lot of Raynor. Check this out, chat. See this? This little banner? This is what happens when you destroy one of the buildings in your Dota 3-lane map. Because for those of you who don't know, this is a MOBA similar to Dota or League of Legends. But it's Blizzard's version, which is derived from their Warcraft 3 version. But one of the banners you get that you can claim after you destroy one of the enemy team's building is a flag that says 6.5 out of 10, which was the score, the original score the IGN reviewer gave Heroes of the Storm, which was so dramatic and so filled with misinformation that Blizzard just decided to take that flag and make it a meme inside the game, which is wild. I'm happy that you guys haven't heard of this game because, quite frankly, I really like it. They did a lot of different things that other MOBAs don't do. Specifically, these matches take 15 minutes. Now, again, I'm not going to join... The difference with this one, right? When I start playing Heroes of the Storm, you can see right here in the bottom right, there are 3 lanes. There are objectives in... I keep looking here because the camera used to be here. There are objectives in Heroes of the Storm, so basically something will happen with each map. It's themed.
Is it free?
It is free. It is free. And you can see the difference here right away is I'm giving all my abilities from the start, except for my ult, which I get at level 10. And there's team-based leveling. So whether I kill something or not, we level as a team rather than individually. It just makes a bunch of things easier. A lot of really great decisions, in my opinion.
Spec.
This should be good.
And then every couple levels you get talents. Every time primary target given this pepper as a hero permanently increases damage.
OG Xbox or PS2?
My specs? GTX 4070. I gotta remember how to play this. GTX 4070. And,
Do you know about Jump Force, a classic off anime, a fighting game?
yeah, I didn't like it. Okay, so immediately I'm in trouble because... Yeah, I'm in trouble because my team just kind of left me here. So we collect these gems, I think, in this map, and you see right here, I turn them in. And once we turn in a certain amount, so I'll do this. I don't know where it goes. Yeah, so I'm losing a lot because I need help. There we go, there we go. Thank you.
It's RTX 4070, not GTX Goose.
What? It's an RTX? No, it's... Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. See, Bacon knows. Chat, I gotta MLG it, okay? We gotta get these little coins. I don't see them turning in the coins. Genji, get out of here. So yeah, you saw Genji was in there? Okay, I'm in trouble. Also, check this out, chat. If I press Z, you get a mount. My mount? Freaking direwolf.
Got any idea of the requirements to play the game?
It's a Blizzard game, so it's like super, super easy to play. Super low. Like, I'm playing on high, but I think I could have played high
They
in
abandoned
2015.
GTX like 10 years ago.
Did they? Really? I would have never guessed that. Oh, God. Yes, 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 yes. My boys are they're coming down to help the old Goose.
I must retreat.
Get the siege damage done.
It's all good.
Oof. Get out of here, bro. No, 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 no,
GTX
no,
10
no, no,
series
no, no,
was
no,
the
no,
last
no,
in the
no, 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 no,
series.
no, 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 bro! An absolute rude boy. What does MLG mean? It means Major League Gamer, which is what I believe I am, but we just saw that I was Wood League. Again, the first match, I'm just going to get into my flow. It's going to be rough. If you have any questions, make sure to use !TTS. Just ask it so that way I don't have to look at the chat 24/7.
That just
Literally 3 series ago.
This should be good.
You guys are really obsessed with this GTX stuff, eh? I'm going to cross out the R on my graphics card and put GTX.
Nvidia became biggest economic company, surpassing Apple late week.
Nvidia has been awesome. I own Nvidia stock. I'm a very happy person.
My Q, skill issue.
Who said that? Sure. Oh, God. Wait, I lost all my gems. I forgot. So you see these gems? In this map, like I said, I collect these gems. You can see that number here. When I turn them in, once we reach a certain quota, which is right here, first one to get to 50 releases a giant monster that helps you with the...
Get good, Goose.
I'm trying. Okay. So once this guy, I'll just defend him just in case. There we go. Now
Are they
because
real players?
now because we did the objective.
I'm an AMD fanboy.
Really? Are they good? I thought they weren't good. See how Genji doesn't play objective? This game is so accurate to the real thing. So you see this little spider? Because we put in those gems, the spider is now going to help me push. So I can do an insane amount of siege damage. And as you can see at the top, you see that's our team levels. Okay. Oh my god.
AMD is decent.
Oh, this little rat. How is my team not coming? Brother comes in late. My tank. AMD's decent now? Chat, be honest. Am I Wood League? Am I Wood League? I gotta wait for my spawn.
These last 2 generations AMD have been best in price per dollar, and I personally like their software. They also fixed their drivers.
Really?
This should be good.
This is the first time I played this game, to be honest, while stream is happening, like a hardcore multiplayer game. So apologies if I'm kind of trash. I'm going to try to take down... So here's another thing. These are a creep base. If I get this, then they help me push. So you see, this guy's going to help me right here. My boy Strike 700. There we go. We capture this. Now this guy, these team of people, we've captured them. They're going to help us push. Why am I... Oh, they did it. I didn't realize they did it.
Is this PC only?
Yep. PC only. Maybe Mac? Blizzard's pretty good with that stuff. I honestly think, and it's something I say in my I Play Every, I really think this game should come to consoles. I see no reason why it wouldn't. I would really appreciate it if this siege tank was not here. Dude, I'm trash. I'm trash. My God, my gamer abilities. I think, okay, yeah, we're losing this match. To be honest, I'm not doing the best that I normally do. Let's check. Yeah, I'm not doing the best that I normally do, but I wouldn't say we have great, what's the word? Team dynamics here.
My altar awaits the gems. Bring them. Bring me their power.
Where's that little rascal Genji going?
Maybe camera guy can step in and show you how it's done.
You guys are toxic. I want the siege tank dead forever.
Have a goose-tastic morning.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys are beautiful. I take back the toxicity. You guys are beautiful.
AMD CPUs have also been in the lead.
How
recently
are we
Intel's
still
newest generation
on AMD?
Only has a 3% increase in performance.
You guys are obsessed. Honestly, I'm just picking my talents, by the way. So that's the kind of one of the major differences with Heroes of the Storm is it's like, oh, you little rascal. I'm a dead man. F's in the chat. That's kind of the major differences with Heroes of the Storm is like you can capture these like little creep dens rather than leveling you up. You capture the creep dens and then you get these like little talents here. So you can see I'll get another one at 16, another one at 20, and the 20 and the 10
You better
help me with
catch
my
up on your
ult.
Linus Tech tips.
I know, eh? He is Canadian. Morning, Chipotle Bear, you little rascal. Camera guy. Hit him. Beautiful Goose Task. We love to have you here. Chat, we're going to lose this very clearly. I need to get my flow back in. What the heck is going on? What am I witnessing here? That's the thing with these hero games. I really love Heroes of the Storm, but I feel like if you're not 100% focused on what's happening, you just kind of forget.
You ain't feeling a thing.
You have so much to learn, right? Yeesh. Oh my God. Bro, that one little Spidey!
I don't have a GTX or a RTX, but I have a GSXR Suzuki.
Humble brag. Humble brag.
Chipotle
I didn't
Bear
even know
knows
they
good
still made
graphics
Suzukis.
cards. Nvidia all day.
You guys like your graphics cards. Chat, I feel like we're going to lose, but this is actually a really important thing to note. In Dota and League, I can't speak so much on League because I didn't play League as much, but in Dota, the matches sometimes, most of the time, take 45 minutes. Here, at least, I'm going to get wrecked in 12 minutes.
You ain't feeling a thing.
Oh my God.
I don't have a GTX or a RTX, but I have a Core i3 LOL.
I've never seen a chat more obsessed with graphics cards. It's incredible. How much is Nvidia paying you guys? I hate this guy. This guy, this little rodent. No, let's just call them bots, Deadshot.
The enemy is attacking your core.
Let's
Are
just
they
call
real
them bots.
players, Didi?
Let's just call them bots, okay? Let's say they're bots. I wish they would just kill us.
I do this stuff for free. Everyone switch to PC.
The thing with PC bacon is it'll never last. It's not a long-term thing. What you really want is an Ouya. That's what you really want. Mark my words. Ouya's coming back in a big way. It's going to be enterprise software running on Ouya. There's going to be the next Xbox is probably going to be an Ouya. I mean, it's big. You guys are missing out on it. It can't be tamed, Ouya.
Nvidia ain't got me covered, not like this.
Nvidia is a good stock to own, I'll say that. It was a great stock to own. Some might even say it's the best stock of 2024. I don't even know why I'm bothering.
I think my opinion is opposite to yours. PlayStation over Xbox, AMD over Nvidia, and Samsung over Apple.
PlayStation over Xbox. In what way? Elaborate. Why PlayStation over Xbox? I'm curious. I'm not even saying it from an antagonist point of view. I'm just generally curious. I like to get the sense from everybody, you know? Like, Bacon's clearly PC guy. If I asked Bacon, why PC? I'm sure he'd give me every reason under the sun. So I'm curious. Oh, you just like the exclusives? What are your top 3 exclusives? What are we talking here?
PlayStation has movie games.
What do you mean, like Spider-Man? I'm not helpful to my team whatsoever right now, but look, we're gonna lose. This is my one thing I don't like about Heroes of the Storm. When you lose in Heroes of the Storm, the team just really wants you to feel pain.
Bloodborne, Last of Us, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like cinematic-based games? Yeah. I see what you mean. I see what you're saying.
Like you don't play them, you only watch them.
We got this.
Y'all, you know what's funny, E-Rock? Is there's a Blizzard game that Kachaks. There is a Blizzard game that Kachaks. Please, just die! I hate this guy with a passion! Dougie with the follow! Cameraman. Dougie, certified Gosling. Uncharted's a banger too. Uncharted 2, one of the best games I've ever played. I didn't like Uncharted 3 as much. Uncharted 1 was a little, it's the first time at the bat. Uncharted 4, let's be honest. Uncharted 4 on a PlayStation 4 doesn't look real. It's insane how good that game looks. I don't even understand how they did it. Some of the close-ups of Nathan Drake, I'm like, brother, what kind of black magic you got over there, Naughty Dog? Look at that, chat. 15 minutes, I was destroyed. To be fair, they could have beaten us in like 12, but they were being toxic.
MVP.
This freaking guy wrecked me like 20 billion times. Anyone from our team? Where am I, chat? Let's be honest, we know where I'm at. It's coming. It's coming. We're including this just to keep, if people want to be in the YouTube video, guess what? You can be in the YouTube video through this. Let's just hope I get a W. It'd be nice if I get a W, you know?
I completed that game, Uncharted Thief End, in just 2 days.
That's the 4th one, right? 4th one's a banger. I feel like I was decent at Butcher. Butcher being a Diablo character. Let me check his abilities, because I want to go in and be useful. But I haven't played in a long time, so my micro is not as good.
I don't like how fast Xbox delist games.
What games do they delist? Deals damage in an area, slows enemy. Brand an enemy, granting lifesteal against them. Charges. Gather enough strength by killing enemies. I feel like this could go really bad for me, but I still want to try it. I also feel like I was decent at Diablo. Diablo's one of my top playing characters. Look at him. He's beautiful. I thought I had more skins. Ah, chat? Isn't that beautiful?
Are you gonna stream TMR?
Tomorrow? No. Only Saturday. It's the only time I have, honestly. I'm so spread thin. What we need is more camera guys.
Although I own an Xbox 360 for Skate 3, Gears of War and Halo, and used to own a One X but sold it.
Yeah, honestly, you know what's funny? I played Gears 3 on the Xbox Series X with their back compat, but there's too much lag. The game lags. You can't play Gears 3 the way it's meant to be played. Even though it looks a little bit better on the Series X, it plays bad. Just there's a little bit of latency. There's only one true camera guy, but I'll be honest, chat, I think I'm starting to hit the point with the channels. So obviously Zenkai Goose and then Goose Morning TV and, you know, the content I make on Instagram and TikTok. I think I'm getting close to the point where I need someone to help. I think. It's looking like I might need a videographer / editor or just an editor. So if you have editing capabilities or you know someone, let me know. Because I'm always listening. Chat, what do we think? Diablo or Butcher? Or someone else? Is there anyone that you guys think would be most interesting to see? Also, there's, I forget his name, Murky. I used to love playing Murky. Okay, you guys are Team Diablo. Now, do you want pink Diablo? Red Diablo? I like black Diablo. You know? Once you go black Diablo, you never go back. Honestly, I should play ranked, but I'm afraid.
Skate 3 is the best game of its generation.
I haven't played Skate in a long, long time. I'm glad they're making Skate 4. They're taking their sweet time, right? Seb freaking Fuentes back in the channel. Hit him!
Goose with the black D.
E-Rock, I appreciate that. Everyone loves my Diablo. Chad, I'm excited. I just love...
Ashura still trying to learn editing, just got DaVinci Resolve, and now trying to find tutorials. Wow.
That's good. DaVinci is what I use. It's insane. It's honestly insane how DaVinci Resolve is free. The first 2 years of the channel, I only used free
Skate
DaVinci.
4 will be live service and free, I think, Sai.
I only used free DaVinci Resolve. That's all I used. It's insane. I think, honestly, it wasn't until last summer I upgraded. It cost $500 Canadian, and you pay once and it's done forever. It's like DaVinci Resolve makes no sense how awesome it is. In comparison to like Adobe Premiere, which is like a subscription-based thing, it's wild. No problem, Seb Fuentes. We got you. We got you. We are playing Heroes of the Storm for one of the next YouTube I Play Everys that I'm doing. You guys will be featured in it. So long as your chat is up here, it will be featured in whichever segment I put inside of the video. Actually, real quick, let me get rid of that death count. Choop. There we go. I think now it's taking a while to search because it knows I'm Wood League.
But man, how do you find the tutorials to edit those funny memes and videos for gaming and stuff rolling on the floor laughing?
I wouldn't even say like, I wouldn't say look at tutorials. I would say go find the creator you want to mimic and try to copy them based off what you can think of. Don't think about the right or wrong way. Just try to copy them exactly. Once you've copied them, add your own little twist on. The way that you do it is going to be ghetto because you have no idea what you're doing. But once you get used to your ghetto way, then you'll start figuring out better ways, and then the tutorials will make more sense.
If I say something extremely controversial, will I be included? Just kidding, I don't want to get banned.
It probably will not be featured.
Leo.
Yeah, no, it won't be featured, that's for sure. But yeah, I forget what I was saying. This is the problem with text-to-speech, because it cuts off my words, and then I forget what I'm saying. But yeah, just copy people until you get close. That's what I was saying. That's the best way of handling it, to be honest. A lot of my early stuff was copying people's styles. MKBHD
Come again, the
styles.
audio cut off. Sorry, loudly crying face.
It's all good. The MKBHD style, Mr. Who's the Boss style, Ackman style, Ryan Trahan style, Alex Hormozy style, Colin Samir influenced me. So many creators no, don't worry about Kiwi, it's all good. Yeah, so many amazing creators out there that gave me so many things. In fact, if you look at my Twitter...
Make AI play all God of War games.
Wait, what? Oh, make an I play every God of War game? It's on the list. I have a huge list, like you would not believe. And I picked the ones that I think are most interesting. And, yeah, I would say I have...
Trying to get that Zenkai Goose style FR.
That's really, I honestly really appreciate you saying that, because honestly it feels, I'm still figuring out my style. I never even thought I had a style until I would say the past 6 months. I really started figuring out my flow. I was like, okay, this is how I do things, this is how I say things, this is what makes me different from someone else. As long as you provide value to people. Like for instance, if you were just playing a game like Heroes of the Storm and then just looking at the game load in a new match the entire time, some might say that might not be very valuable.
Tremble before me.
Jeez, why is it taking so long? My status has
Put
been
yourself
locked.
through the torture of AI played every Soulsborne game video.
Tremble before me.
What the heck? That's on the list as well. I have some cool ideas with that. The problem is sometimes the list of I Play Every games is really long.
Just learning in the hopes of being an editor for a YouTuber or something.
Just keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. That's what I did. I grinded for 3 years. I'm entering my 4th year soon. It takes a while. But I live and breathe it. I think about it 24/7. Always. But it's fun. I really, really like it, and I can't wait to do more of it. And I just wish I could go faster, honestly. I wish I could make stuff faster. Like this next I Play Every. I'm doing an I Play Every Blizzard game. I read the script yesterday. I read my script. Just read it. In one take to make sure it flowed. And it was the 7th time I read the whole thing. In the chat right now, tell me how long you think it took to read the entire script for I Play Every Blizzard game. How long do you think it took me to read one full script for an I Play Every?
StarCraft is the GOAT.
It really is. Never played the original StarCraft. You will be very excited with the I Play Every. You will be very excited. E-Rock. 2 days. 16 minutes, 2 hours. 30 minutes for Chipotle Bear. All excellent guesses.
I hope I see myself in chat, so I can be cemented into your Goostastic YouTube legacy.
I'll try to fit you in. A sure 3 hours. Yeah, so I'll just wait for
3 hours.
If we're going by Price is Right rules, technically, I'm gonna butcher this name, and also I don't think I gave you a proper thank you for being in the chat. Koromaru_Ali, you're beautiful, you're Goostastic. And we love to have you here. Is technically the closest. It took me an hour and 10 minutes to read the entire script one take. No breaks. So usually they get shorter in the edit because a lot of stuff becomes redundant in the edit. I try to fluff it up a bit in the script so that way if I want to cut or have multiple choices, I can cut that. It's kind of a pro tip for anyone out there doing that stuff.
I am pretty sure Uncharted and Tomb Raider on the list.
Hold on, this is taking forever. We're gonna try this mode called ARAM. So basically, I get to play all random with one lane. That's why it's called ARAM. All random, all mid. So the game's going to give me heroes to play. I think this will be easier to find a match. I didn't think it would be this difficult. No, I was not AFK. I was straight up just trying to queue. Like, it's taking forever, which is a shame because I want to feature the game.
BioWare #1 followed by FromSoft then Blizzard as the greatest teams of all time.
Yeah. BioWare's pretty awesome, but it's just recently they've been kind of an L. I will say, I think Dragon Age Inquisition got hated on way too much. Like, to me, Dragon Age Inquisition was really, really good.
Do you have I played all Tom Chance games on the list?
What's a Tom Chance game? I don't even know what that is. Oh, Tom Clancy. I would like to do that as well, but we're looking at, like, how many games is that? 50? I feel like it's a lot. I feel like that's a lot. And so essentially when you get close to 30, depending on how impactful the game is, it goes up to...
How about a Minecraft SMP?
Oh, nice. I get to play Butcher, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Yeah, when you get about 30 games in, essentially it takes about an hour.
It auto-corrected. No, about like 20, I'd say.
Oh, it's about 20? See, but I think there's DS games as well, right? People care about those.
But got any tips or word of advice as I'm about to start my editing journey?
No. Honestly, like, just keep going. You got to keep editing. Like, editing and content creation is very synonymous with going to the gym. You got to build the muscle. It means you have to do it again and again and again. There's a reason I post 2 short forms every single day and 1 mega short form every week, and I do 1 live stream every Saturday, and I do 1 mega video on the main channel every month, and I do like 3 or 4 clips per week on the second channel, Goose Morning TV, which if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching there right now. All that editing is done by me, and the reason is I want to be really, really good at editing. That's the reason.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is 2 of my mornings.
Let the battle begin.
Oh my god. What is this? I've never played this map. What the heck?
Just keep editing. Just keep editing. Hashtag Dory.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm playing this really bad. Oh, no! What does this move do? Deal 38 damage to an enemy and brand them for 4 seconds. For the Butcher's basic attack against the branded target, heal him for 75%. This is obviously my charge. Okay. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. I don't like the vertical. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, why didn't I cancel it?
Wise words, Master Goose.
I got you, bro. Listen, I want everybody to succeed, so I get it. I've been grinding forever, so I totally understand. It's difficult, man. It really is. There are some really long, depressing nights for me. Dude, we're getting wrecked. I don't want to be wrecked anymore.
There's about 25 significant ones.
Yes!
Then there's other like 5 insignificant ones like End War Online.
You guys see that? I got a kill, right? You guys saw that, right? You all saw
Now
it.
have to go make gaming content to edit with Soft.
Yeah, just stream it. You know? The only thing with streaming is you just have to be confident of...
Have a good day, chat. I am out.
You have a beautiful day, you rock. The only thing with streaming is you have to be comfortable talking to no one. I mean, the first couple streams I did, oh, they were so awkward. Dude, I'm getting wrecked 24/7. It hurts my feelings. I also just feel rusty when it comes to these games. Increase hamstring length, or reduce ruthless onslaught cooldown. What's this one? Yes, this is what I want.
Nope.
You've lost a fort.
want you to. Come on, team, push with me!
This was a possibility.
Oh, we're gonna lose. Maybe not. Ooh, ooh, I want that guy. There we go, there we go. My team, not pushing at all. Yeah, push there, makes no sense, come on. Need some of these. Chet, I want to win. I want it to happen. OMG, it's not good. Back out, brother! There you go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Finish him.
Fortnite has a good storyline.
What is the storyline of Fortnite? I didn't even know it had a storyline.
Push, push.
I'm trying my best, you know. I'm trying to be beautiful. I just need to push as a team because I'm so weak. Oh, 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 oh. I need heal. Increase movement speed while branded. Nearby minions' deaths heal. Ruthless onslaught. Oh.
Its
Sorry.
storyline is not good, not even worth your time.
You've been struck down.
Isn't someone a tank? Who's the tank? Oh man, I'm not even doing that well. I'm kind of trash. I love Heroes of the Storm. Even though I'm trash, I still love it. I really think this game needs to become... they need to fix its monetization. It needs to come out on consoles.
Double kill.
And I apologize for the gameplay. Like, it's hard to play games while also streaming. Come on, team, get him!
Double kill.
Yes, the comeback of the century! Yeah, come here. I dare you. I freaking dare you. Furnace. Okay, after 3 seconds, fire explode. Oh, this one I remember being good. I feel good now. I feel good. Like, we gained back there.
What about every Mario game? There's more than
I'm getting
200.
roasted in the chat. Dude, I'm getting wrecked.
Not let your death be for nothing.
What about every Mario game? There's more than 200. I looked into every Mario game. That would take me like a long time. An entire day. YouTube, if you're watching on this on YouTube, I understand I'm trash. Just know I still love the game. We're playing 45. It's literally entirely your fault. He has not made his quest. I don't even understand. What am I doing wrong? We're playing like not a ranked mode too. Well, why are we triggered?
Tank the Tonker, the guy who tinker everything.
He tinkered what? I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man!
Every Sonic game more than 100.
Every Sonic game more than 100. Oh yeah. I love Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I remember getting that game at launch on the GameCube. I don't know how much longer the GameCube version took to come out, but man, I love that game so much. Kill him! Why am I always the one to die? Why is it always me?
This was a possibility.
Oh my god.
Every Naughty Dog game would actually be a banger of a video.
Kiwi's gonna give me like 200 ideas. At the end of this, I'm gonna be set for years. Da, 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 da. Yesterday I played this just to warm up, and I was doing not bad. What?
You've been struck down. They're attacking the core. Stop them.
Chat, be honest, is it bad? Is it bad?
Every Alan Wake game there's more than one.
Slimy! Beautifully acoustic Slimy, we love to have you here. You're just in time, Slimy. I'm getting wrecked. I literally practiced yesterday. Felt good about it. I couldn't queue into quick play, so that's kind of a bummer. Now I'm getting wrecked. Dude, I feel targeted every single time. Yeah, I'm doing pretty bad. So this is the hero damage. I'm like the lowest. I'm lower than Deckard.
Defeat can make you stronger.
Yo, my B.
MVP.
Wrecked.
You gotta love it. Look, there you go. I gave you your upvote. I'm afraid to put this as a video on YouTube. I don't think it's going to. I think it's just going to go on the main video, but I don't think this is going on Goose Morning TV because I didn't realize I'd play it
Every
that
game
bad.
of the year game.
My goodness. I love Here's the Storm, but geez, I am trash. I am Wood League. All right. Let me see your chats here. I do need to flip the camera. Why didn't I flip the camera? I don't know why I didn't. Okay. There's a lot of I play everys. Oh, Slimy, you're going to Toronto this weekend. Oh my goodness, congratulations. What are you going to do in Toronto? It's absolutely goose-tastic. Every game of the year ever. Kiwi, just send me like a big paragraph. Just DM it to me. You'll be my inside source. Oh my goodness. Chat, what another beautiful Goose Morning Live. We went through a bunch of news and we got wrecked on Here's the Storm. I'll be honest, I thought I would do a lot better. I felt pretty good last night, but it's a different beast. You got to give a shout out to the streamers who can play these things while talking.
Play every COD game, and I am sure you will become a Grandpa Goose when you release the game.
I technically did that to an extent with a video on my YouTube, so I don't know if it doesn't interest me that much. However, I'm sure I would do well with the release of Black Ops 6, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You're partying for
I feel
pride.
like you're still pending on an every Batman game video.
I don't think every Batman game is interesting. Like, there's a couple Batman games, but like, most of them are bad, except for the Arkham games. Those are well documented to be great. And Mr. Danny Lemon, every FIFA. I think every FIFA would do well, just like a Batman video would do well. But for me personally, I have zero interest in them. Like, there's nothing that's like for me, I come at it from the perspective of how did this push games forward? Because the idea of my channel is
Actually, someone's already done.
Yeah, people have already done these left and right, but what I want to do and what makes my channel unique is I want to share that information with regular people. You know, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your significant other, whatever. I want them to also be able to watch this gaming video, and it's a way that it's accessible to them so they can learn about the industry. They can learn how DMA design creates Grand Theft Auto 6 through 30 years of innovation. They can learn how, the old Atari Spider-Man changed hands to Activision and then to Insomniac, and we get Spider-Man 1 and 2 and Miles Morales and that whole thing. Like, they can learn all that stuff. I think that's really, really cool. And it's interesting. But for the Batman stuff, I don't really have anything there that... I don't have a storyline there that doesn't intrigue me, other than the vanity thing. And that's what a lot of other videos do, is they just... Like the FIFA video, it's like, here's this game just over 30 years, slowly upgrading. It's interesting, I guess, but I don't know the nuances enough to be able to discuss it to a point where I think it's interesting. And then it's like, for the Batman stuff, I don't know.
Show this new gen how old gen games experience.
Show this new gen... Oh, like through iPlayEvery's? Perhaps. Perhaps. Chat, you guys are beautiful. Do you agree? You guys are beautiful. So, we had a beautiful Goose Morning live stream. We talked about some Halo drama. We talked about Xbox's new console stick, the cloud gaming thing, and their partnership with Amazon. We talked about Elden Ring being Goose-tastic. And we talked about Heroes of the Storm and played it. And... we talked about I play every idea under the sun. Thank you, chat. You're all beautiful. I appreciate that. But now, chat, we're going to play it off. I'm going to go get some...
BioShock, I guess.
There's like 4 BioShock games. It's like a 10-minute I play every. It's not bad or anything. It's just not seeing what would be interesting about it. I play every Guitar Hero from Slimy Roast does intrigue me. I'll be honest. I think about that one a lot. Someone did a video on that, and they did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Actually, let me get it for you guys. I play every... or I bought every Guitar Hero.
For mobile, at least they try.
Let me get it for you guys. Hold on. Camera guy, hook us up. Boom. This guy right here, Clubs Hub. He did a video on I played and ranked every Guitar Hero. Phenomenal video. Club, if you're watching, you're a beautiful individual. That was a phenomenal video as far as editing, information. It's 3 hours. I would even hazard to say it's a little too long, but look, he's got the views that indicate it's fine. I was very impressed with it, and he touches on my personal favorites, DJ Hero 1 and 2. I love DJ Hero. I love DJ Hero. Super, super interesting. He did a phenomenal job. And like I said, really great editing. Really great editing. Apparently, he's an editor for Crunchyroll. Super, super impressed by everything he did in that video. I was really, really impressed, honestly. Again, Club, somebody clip this and send it to Club's Hub. Club's Hub, you killed it. W of a person, W of an editor, W of a video. And it looks like it was his first breakout hit, too. Oh, no, sorry. I did everything Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So it's his second breakout hit. But, yeah, very, very, very pumped. I think he killed it with this. Yeah. Also great on-camera personality. I know a couple of you were asking about editing tips. Like, just check out this guy. Like, he killed it. I mean...
Here we go. Number 30.
See, he's just like, here's just like, I'm talking about this. He had multiple camera angles for the guitar. So impressive. Little stuff like that. Like, I was really impressed. Yeah, he has a lot of inside bits here. If I can try to get to some. He's an awesome individual. Honestly, I was really, really impressed. Honestly, I didn't even subscribe. There we go. Let's leave him. Bro, this is a phenomenal video, and I absolutely loved the attention to detail. Keep killing it. Phenomenal. There you go. Isn't it nice to just send the love? Isn't it nice to just send the love? Don't forget to send the love out there, chat. All right, back to me, camera guy. Boom. Guys, ladies, gentle geese, this is a beautiful Goose Morning Live I got to spend with you guys, but now it's time to bid adieu and to move on. I haven't eaten or had my morning poop. So that's a fun little fact. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I got to post my new Instagram today, so be sure to check out for that. My new videos on Instagram, TikTok. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm on Threads now. I'm even on Facebook. The Goose is going hard, baby. We're on Goose Morning Live. Let me play us off here. Not that one. This one. Yeah. That's how we go, baby. So check that out. Goose Morning TV on YouTube.
Tinkle
Zenkai
Flop.
Goose on YouTube as well. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all Zenkai Goose. I'm on Threads. I'm checking that out, seeing what that's about. A lot of great stuff. I had a fabulous time
Goose.
with you guys. This is beautiful. This is Goose-tastic. Real quick, though, I want to send out some shout-outs to Dougie with the follow. I am Mobo with the follow. Peter Thomas 66 with the follow. Bucket Phenoms 15330 with the follow. Kendrick or Drake with the follow. Love it. Starjet 9000 with the follow. A Sam San with the follow. Justin Trudeau 420 with the follow. Captain 318 with the follow. Pacific Jim 1 with the follow. Ronan Gaiden with the follow. E-Rock 95823 with the follow. And the beautiful chats E-Rock. Natty 3910 with the follow. Trin Jazz with the follow. Exava B with the follow. The Bosch with the follow. Come to Glory with the follow. Fresh Cat Bread with the follow. I love that name. Choji Gabagool. Bob the Hallway Man. I love you all. You're all beautiful. You're goose-tastic. Hopefully you like the new camera angle. All the best clips of this live stream will be on youtube.com/@GooseMorningLive. I will post it in the chat for you guys. Goose Morning TV. Enjoy it. I appreciate you guys. You guys are beautiful. You're goose-tastic. Try to think about what to spend your $45 of chat money next week. Give me some ideas. I have some ideas. We'll try to combine them together and do something special with the $45 you guys had. So thank you so much for joining Goose Morning Live. And now I bid you a goose-tastic rest of your weekend. Stay beautiful, everyone. I will see you next week. Peace. Keep it cute.